في المباراة الثانية يلتقي المنتخب العماني مع المنتخب القطري، ومباراة القمة اليوم بين الكويت والإمارات، فابقوا معنا.
خسران يعني
اتوب ذحينكم كان طريجي عسى الله يبه نعيش احلى تجربه. لا تقول لي انت وين، شوف بعينك طالع زين. كاني في بلاد السحر لناسها اغلى البشر، يسحروا قلبك بالكرم ربي يحفظهم. هيلي يلا سرينا، هيلي يلا على جنة صلالة. يزين يزين يزين، هيلي يلا سرينا، هيلي يلا على جنة صلالة. خلا يلا رفيجي هات المشلي يبه مضبي محلي، واذا عبالي احلي تسولف مع عماني. ما قبت علوم تسلم ودوم، ما قبت اخبار يزين هدار. من صوبكم لا تقول جاوبني هالخضار. يمين عجيب عجيب عجيب، يسار عجيب عجيب عجيب، يمين عجيب عجيب عجيب، يسار عجيب عجيب عجيب. خلي عنك الحر قرب، الجو من الاخر دمار. هيلي يلا سرينا، هيلي يلا على جنة صلالة.
ربك زبيدي على هالجو.
هيلي يلا سرينا، هيلي يلا على جنة صلالة. اسمي ما مشلي عزمي ما مشلي. هيلي يلا سرينا، هيلي يلا على جنة صلالة.
بو ما يجي صلالة خسران يعني.
اتوب ذحينكم كان.
السلام الوطني لجمهورية العراق يرجى الوقوف في حالة القدرة. السلام الوطني لجمهورية مصر العربية يرجى الوقوف في حالة القدرة.
Welcome back then to the Soccer Golf Cup here in the wonderful Salalah. We're into day 3 and so things are getting serious. Yesterday gave us plenty to talk about. Yemen beat Kuwait 1-0. The UAE received an automatic 5-0 win over Saudi Arabia and Qatar cruised past Egypt 2-0. Of course, lastly, the favourites Oman got their fans celebrating with a very solid 3-1 victory over Iraq. But today, the road to the 2024 Soccer World Cup rolls on. And we're heading into the business end of the competition, as I said. It's crunch time in the group stage, and today's action kicks off with Iraq taking on Egypt. Later, we've got Qatar facing Oman, followed by Kuwait going head-to-head with the UAE. Kickoff in our opening game is just around the corner, and this one is set to be a crucial match for one team in particular. Iraq, a top team in the region, they're coming into this game with everything to play for. After a promising draw against Qatar and a tough loss to Oman, they're now in a must-win situation. World Cup qualification is still within reach, but they'll need all 3 points today and a favourable result in Qatar's match against Oman. On the other side, Egypt is one of those teams that are out of contention for the finals after back-to-back losses. Despite those results, though, they're not a team to be taken lightly. They'll be eager to leave the tournament on a high and get their first goal on the board. With nothing to lose, they could prove to be a real challenge for Iraq. As I said, the temperature is perfect, the fans are buzzing, and the stage is set for what could be a make-or-break game for Iraq. Get ready with me then. It will be an intense showdown as one team strives for that World Cup dream and the other aims to make a statement while finishing strong. I'm Rob Burke. Thank you very much for joining me. As I said, we are getting to the business end of the competition. Now the finals await tomorrow. And first things first, it will be Egypt against Iraq to close out the group stage for these two teams. As I said, a win today is vital after losing to Oman for Iraq. And Egypt, although already eliminated after losses to Oman and Qatar, they will want to finish strong. They'll want to get the goal on the board and progress as a team from the Gulf, which is an ever-improving region. We've seen some fantastic football across the tournament so far. Iraq started strong with that 1-1 draw against Qatar and then just fell a little bit short against the tournament favourites Oman. As for Egypt, struggled slightly more in this tournament, losing both of those matches. They didn't manage to get on the score sheet, so that is their objective in this game. Get on the score sheet, take home a win, and build with this team. If you are just joining us, it will be Iraq kicking from right to left in white jerseys, white shorts and white socks, and Egypt left to right in a wonderful black and red striped jersey, black shorts and black socks. As always, we've seen some magnificent kits on display in this tournament and some equally magnificent football. I'm excited for this one. I hope you guys watching at home are as well. And we're just getting the final niceties out the way. The photos have been taken. I think the referees are more or less happy to get things underway. And as you can see, the teams are absolutely ready for this one. There's some key players on both sides. And Iraq, if they are to keep that World Cup dream alive, will need those key players to perform in their attacking positions. The midfield dynamic duo, we'll call them. Hussam Mata and Hussein Tauma, number 5 and 6 for Iraq, hold down the midfield wonderfully, and they'll need to be on their A game as we are set to get underway on the final day of the group stage at the inaugural Gulf Cup. And it is Egypt who kick us off. As I said, it will be Egypt kicking from left to right, and then Iraq from right to left. And before I'd even finish my introductions, Iraq have won the ball back. Now, results do paint a picture, but it is only half the picture for Iraq. Some of the football they've played has been some of the best football we've seen in the tournament. Results perhaps don't reflect that. Just missing the clinical edge in front of goal. If they can resolve that today, they'll absolutely back themselves to be in a good position, we'll say. They are relying on other results going their way today, but all they can do is win this game and win it by a margin that'll give them the best chance of going through to the next stage. Here is Iraq on the first attack they've put together. Abdul Wahab really pulling the strings in the midfield early on, and a lovely strike, right-footed from that man. We talked about him in the build-up. Hussein Tauma with Iraq's opening goal. Took a touch, looked up and slotted it home. Iraq lead, and that is the perfect start. And the dream of World Cup qualification is looking alive and kicking. Well, the link-up play from Abdul Wahab and Tauma in the early stages is something they'll look to do all throughout this game. They've done it throughout the tournament. They just haven't had the finish. So far, so good. Abdul Wahab unable to keep that in play. And they will go back to their goalkeeper. And they'll shove it forward. Heavy touch though, concedes possession. Speaking of midfield maestros, here's another one. Ali Taha for Iraq, but he's given it away there. Doing his duties, tracking back on the other side of the field though. And that is absolutely something that Iraq have in abundance. It's energy and creativity. They just need to combine that with some clinical finishing, and they will be a serious team, not only for the remainder of this tournament, but perhaps even the World Cup at the end of the year. Here though come Egypt. Abdul Wahab doing his defensive duties as a shot comes in, and that's a wonderful save. Salah Al-Din with the strike, forcing a save. Well, I didn't think too much about it. He just let one fly and tested the goalkeeper for the first time. Corner ball then. Chipped into the middle and headed away nicely. Can they counter-attack? The answer so far is yes, as Iraq make their way over the halfway line. Some wonderfully put together passes, and is there a finish to match? Just over. Well, in a matter of seconds, they went from defending a corner to nearly scoring a second. That's what they can do. And that early goal will settle the nerves, because the only question on this side is, can they finish? And with their first real chance, they had managed to do so. And with their second, they were inches away. Tauma and Abdul Wahab linking up nicely once again. Egypt, though, escape going 2 behind, and will look to get on the score sheet themselves. That angle was always tight. Always a difficult ball to get on target. Well, Iraq, we're under some pressure to deliver a result. And as I said, they are relying on other outcomes now, but all they can do is win this game as another shot comes in. Hussein Tauma absolutely up for this game. Egypt relying heavily on the long ball. It's not so much high ball. They are searching for that through ball more than anything. Trying to hit Iraq on the break, but they are solid defensively. Their best form of defence, though, is attack, and they might be found out here, isolated. Ahmed Abdullah dispossessed. Here's Ali Taha. Iraq coming forward once again. Abdul Wahab. Taha faces up his man and skips past the challenge. Hussam Mata to the byline. A shot perhaps, near post effort, just wide. Well, he holds his hand up. Hussein Tauma Found himself in acres of space inside the box, unable to turn it home. Egypt now trying to build from the back instead. It's a good bit of play. What can he do here then, Salah Al-Din? Well, give the ball away was the answer on that occasion. Fortunately for him, he will get it back. Salah Al-Din into the area. Last-ditch defending from Iraq. Positive, actually, from Egypt. Here they go again. 2v1. The shot comes in and it's blocked. In fact, I'm not sure there was a touch on that. Just swung a leg at it. And you can't give the ball away there. Certainly not to these guys. Into the area it goes, and another save. Abdul Wahab has found himself in that area twice now, and he's been unable to convert. Up the other end. Better from Egypt, and that was a push. Easy decision there for the referees. There are plenty of them, as I'm sure you've spotted if you are new to soccer. It is slightly different. There is a referee on each side, and then one slap bang in the middle. There's two 20-minute halves, and as both of these teams very well know, yellow cards are game changers, red cards, well, avoid them is all I'm going to say. Very difficult to get anything out of a game when you're a man down. In fairness, this competition has been played in good spirits. Very few yellow cards, no red cards. Certainly much less than what we saw in the Euro Cup, but some of those players knew what was on the line, should I say. And they absolutely put their bodies on the line. Classy football here, though, in the Gulf Cup so far, and that's a good turnover of possession for Egypt. Needs support, though, and it does arrive, but it arrives accompanied by a wave of white jerseys who are looking to counter-attack at pace. It's 3v1 in the box at the moment. All he needed to do was pick the right pass, unable to do so, though. 1-0 it remains. A chance for an equaliser to the back stick. Good defending again. Wasting no time at coming forward. Mata. Into the middle, Abdul Wahab. Sent tumbling over. And this is a good location for a free kick. Speaking of the rules, all free kicks in soccer are direct. You can shoot from anywhere. Something we saw a lot of in the Euro Cup was set piece play, should we say, from the training ground. Well rehearsed, looking something like this, looking to get a shot away actually from the layoff there, unable to do so. Will there be an effort on goal? No. Egypt 2-on-1, surely now a chance to equalise, but that is superb defending. What more can you say than that was brilliant? 2 against 1. There wasn't much he could do. But Hussam Tauma, should I say, in fact it is actually Hussam Mata. Easily confused, equally dynamic. The midfield duo have been superb, and that time it was Mata. Kick in then for Egypt. In it goes. And here come Iraq. No bueno. Looking to beat the press. They have managed to do so. What a pass that was from deep. Egypt on the attack then. The warning signs are there. As we said, they won't go down without a fight. They haven't perhaps got the results, but they aren't a team to be taken lightly, Egypt. Back on the field, Ali Taha, just at the bottom left of your screen, waiting for the opportunity to burst into action. He won't get it though, because Iraq have lost the ball, battling for it back, but that is a foul. Decent position here. I mentioned that all free kicks are direct. The angle perhaps too narrow to shoot from here. There's a few boys who play for Croatia who'd back themselves. At this time though, chipped over the top and out. An easy escape for Iraq. Ahmed Al-Said coming on for Egypt. Has a chance. Launched into the area. Still the opportunities there. To the byline it goes, into the middle, and what a goal that is. In the blink of an eye, they've won it back and tapped home. Ali Taha scores another and gives Iraq a real chance of qualifying for the World Cup. They've played some of the best football in the competition. All that was missing was the result. But how about this? Winning it back, Ali Taha. Picking out a teammate, making the run, and having the composure to tuck it home. They know they need goals. They've got two. But ultimately it is out of their hands. Still they come. Happy with the ball at their feet. All of these players perfectly comfortable in possession and carving through the midfield here. But given away again. Look at how well the white jerseys get back. Corner ball. Defending to do for Ali Taha, for Tauma. Didn't even get to them in the end. Walid Mansour in the middle, skips past him and a good save. Had to be on his toes there, the keeper. As I said, everything's direct. Free kicks, kick-ins. Shoot from wherever you like. That's a crucial turnover. No foul, says the referee. On the break again, frightening in attack. Ali Taha goes wide. A shot comes in and it is another goal. That's three. The second for Hussein Tauma. Brilliant link up with that man, Ali Taha. And those two have formed quite a duo, a clinical duo, most importantly. That's what they were missing. This time electing not to go to the byline, instead lays it up to his captain. And Captain Tauma did the rest. This is what they would have been looking for, Iraq. Clinical in the box. High energy in defence, and they transition in the blink of an eye. Forward it goes once again. They'll want more. Marta with the pass and another goal. Ali Taha has two. Tauma has two. And getting in on the action with the assist, Hussam Marta. Well, he didn't want to miss out the dynamic duo. A new one was forming. And Ali Taha tucks one away. He's the one who brings the dynamic pace, the flair on the wing, and he's won it back again. Looking to set up a teammate. Two players on a hat-trick within 15 minutes is exactly what the doctor ordered. Limiting Egypt to long-range efforts. Al-Hadawi on the corner for Egypt. Can they claw one back? They go short this time. Good defending again. No foul, says the referee. Wave to his feet. Tauma Head up, looking for options. Finds one on the wing, receives it back. Can they manufacture an opportunity from here? They'll get another chance. Back to the keeper it goes. Good pressure. Brilliant pressure from Egypt. Winning it back. That's a wayward pass though. Who's going to get there first? Well, Ali Taha was the man who got the touch, but in fact it's Abdul Wahab now on the right wing. Nevertheless, his touch was heavy. Building up from the back. What have they got in store? I think I mentioned it at kickoff, but very big fan of this Egyptian kit. Black and red stripes. Wonderful. Can they score a goal wearing the kit? That's what we want to know. Right now they've got some defending to do. Lovely switch of play. Heavy touch though. In fact, it was a layoff. Abdul Wahab with a left-footed effort. And this is what we talked about in the build-up. Every single player for Iraq comfortable on the ball. All of them capable of scoring a goal, creating a chance. Hussein Tauma skipping past the challenge as his teammate picks it up again. Well, a beautiful purpose-built stadium that this game is being played in. You can see there, fantastic setting for this game. And this angle is giving you an idea of how limited the space is as a shot came in there. A good save, concedes the corner. A little bit of moisture in the air. A cool-ish 26 degrees. Beautiful fake shot to the edge of the area. Can they tuck one home? No, just wide. Well, it had the perfect angle there to see just how close it was. This will be another one, right-footed. Just tried to open up his body and tuck one home, but it remains 4-0 as the first half draws to a close. Is there time for 5? Into the middle, laid off to Abdul Wahab, still with that number 2. Pokes it through, another follow-up opportunity and it's over the bar. How about that? Close control from Abdul Wahab. Walid Mansour sends it forward, picked up again by a white jersey, and this time a miscommunication in passing. You haven't seen that too often. Still they come, and that time the through ball just had a little bit too much. The fans are enjoying themselves, and that's what's important. 1 minute left then. Iraq lead by 4-0. Ahmed Risk sends it forward. Is there a chance for one before the break? No. Well, when they thread the needle with those through balls, they look dangerous, Egypt. Just giving it away in dangerous positions, allowing themselves to be counter-attacked upon. In moments just like this. How about that for pace? And, well, that's a foul all day long and twice today. Abdul Wahab doing very well. Well, there's fans of all ages in the stadium. And some slightly more invested than others. We are plenty invested in this game. It means a lot for Iraq. Marta lays it off. That's good defending. Somehow, though, Abdul Wahab has managed to keep it in. And that is the half-time whistle then. First half draws to a close. It is Iraq 4, Egypt 0. We asked the question at the start of the game, will they have that cutting edge to score the goals that they needed? The answer so far is yes. Hussein Tauma at the double alongside his teammate Ali Taha, who also has 2. And we're set then for a second half that really Iraq will be looking to improve that goal difference enough so that should Qatar lose later on, they would find themselves in the finals. As for Egypt, that elusive first goal is on the cards in the second half. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Plenty of action coming up. Welcome back then to the coverage of the 2024 Gulf Cup. We're in our first game of the day between Iraq and Egypt. And currently, Iraq are doing everything they can to secure that spot in the finals. 4 goals to their name so far, and they'll be aiming for a few more to give them a, well, I suppose the best chance possible before Qatar face Oman later on. Thank you for joining me. We've got plenty of soccer action coming up after this game. Following this, it will be Qatar against Oman and Kuwait against the UAE. And then tomorrow, it's finals day. 2 semi-finals, and then we will have the final and the third place playoff. But on the line in this one is World Cup qualification. Iraq need to finish in the top 4 teams not already qualified to book their place in the World Cup later on this year. Right now, though, they're just looking to book themselves a place in the final. They can only do so much, though, relying on results elsewhere to either confirm or deny their place. On the attack now, the goal difference certainly aided by the 4 they've scored today. Abdul Wahab on the press, given away. Effective press from Iraq. Here he is again. Patient build-up play, just waiting for their moment. Intercepted though in the end, good defending. Abdul Hamid gives it away, but fortunately for him, the following shot was high and over the bar. Still in search of that elusive opening goal. Egypt, 2 losses so far, 3-0 on the opening day against what is the favourites, Oman. And then yesterday, losing 2-0 to Qatar. Oh, and that's a brilliant save. More work to do, it appears, for Egypt if they are to keep the score even, as it is. Sent long. Abdul Wahab onto his left foot, looking for the top corner, and there wasn't much in it either. Nearly found a home in the side netting. Early warning signs for Egypt. They might be on the hunt for their first goal of the tournament. They do need to keep it tight at the back. Marta switching the play. Still an option and gets it back. Abdul Wahab, ever present in the midfield, lays it off. This an opportunity. Unlucky with the deflection. And the following shot blocked very nicely by Salah Al-Din. Still battling for it though. And as quick as Iraq break on the attack, they get jerseys back in defence. Still they come. Probing more in this half. Egypt sitting back more and more. That's an incisive pass though. Another one on the cards potentially. How has that stayed out the goal? They worked it very nicely. How on earth that hasn't ended up being Iraq's 5th goal, well, I'm not quite sure. Mahmoud Shaheen on the field, just looking to bolster whatever it is Egypt have to offer in attack. Right now though, he's come on and he's straight on to defensive duties. That's found its way all the way through the box. A long range effort blocked by the substitute. Space out wide for Iraq. Probing, just looking for the break in the Egyptian defence. Right now there isn't one. Holding strong. The ball just about staying in there. Well, it's your best guess which way that's going to go. Relentless attack in the second half from Iraq, as the latest shot is high and wide, and the real difference so far is that they have been limited to efforts from range. Improvements in the Egyptian defence in the second half. They conceded just 1 minute into the first half. So far, though, 6 minutes into the second half, and they've managed to keep it tight. How long will that last? A little bit longer. Well, that's a sight you certainly don't want to see. Abdul Wahab, one of Iraq's most vital players in the tournament so far. Back on his feet, fortunately. Down the line it goes, well defended. Hussam Martar doing his defensive duties very well. I mentioned his link-up play so far in this tournament with Hussein Tauma. When they're on the field together, Iraq do look very solid. A little bit of an injury. Mahmoud Shaheen, I think, is the man struggling with a coming together. Play gets back underway. 26, just nearly 27 minutes actually in this game gone. It remains Iraq 4, Egypt 0. If you are just joining us, no goals as of yet in the second half. As a rare misplaced pass presents Egypt with an opportunity to get things going quickly. Looking for the opening goal. Given away though, it won't come yet, and they've got some defending to do here, have Egypt. Support arrives in the area. The angle in the end too tight. Given away. This is dangerous. Well, they had 4 jerseys in the area there, Egypt. It's back against the wall stuff for them. Damage limitation, perhaps. But how much would they love to score that goal? Give the fans watching at home something to celebrate. To the byline once more, and that's an incredible goal. From an impossible angle, Captain Fantastic scores again, and that is a hat-trick. Hussein Tauma taking it on himself to force Iraq into that World Cup. They are relying on other results, but they can't do much more. If it stays like this, it will be the biggest win of the tournament by any team. Of course, the other 5-0 victories being automatic 5-0 victories due to Saudi Arabia's exit. But by the looks of it, they're hungry for more. To the byline once more, and that angle produced a shot much more what we expect. How that 5th goal went in, who knows? But it went in, and Iraq lead by 5-0. Wayward in attack from Egypt. At times they've defended well. We've seen Iraq do this to several teams so far in the competition. Dispossessed though, and snatched at the effort. "30 minutes on the clock then. Questions have been answered. Could Iraq finish their chances? So far the answer is yes. World Cup qualification still on the line. It was a must win, and the more goals they got, the better chance they'd have, and they'll look for another one here. The captain with a hat-trick, leading by example, and that looked as though it was a slide tackle. Referees haven't stopped the game because the chance is still there. Is there a 7th, or should I say is there a 6th? There is. I won't get ahead of myself, and neither will this Iraq team. 4 goals for the captain. Beautifully laid off, and again from a tight angle. Well, those words don't mean much to the captain because he scores goals for fun from that kind of acute angle. He already had his hat-trick. Now he's got 4. Mansour dispossessed. Captain fantastic. Lays the ball off. This is beautiful play, and all it needed was the cherry on top. They couldn't quite score their 7th, but you wouldn't put it past them getting another. 9 minutes left in this game. And from a neutral's point of view, it would be great to see Iraq in the finals. One of the most exciting teams we've seen here. Egypt know that the 2 losses have put them out of it. The only thing you'd want to see more is them to score a goal. The elements are there. Solid in defence. They certainly know how to get the ball moving forward quickly. Absolutely positive signs for Egypt to build on. But right now, they're in a world of trouble. Another goal for Iraq. That's number 7. And speaking of players who deserve a goal, that certainly is one. Abdul Wahab, the engine in midfield, on the score sheet. The cutback was perfect. Fortunate with the deflection off the keeper, but Yahal Abdul Wahab doing all he needed to do, tapping it home with his head. And this will make a world of difference for Iraq's goal difference. Egypt, though, still in search of their opening goal. Unbelievably calm under pressure there. Look at this. That is fantastic football. They've been a pleasure to watch so far. And today, they've looked like the complete team. Willing to track back and do the defensive duties. But when it comes to attacking, it's been nothing short of perfection today. And for once, perhaps for the first time in this tournament, the scoreline is reflecting the attacking intent from Iraq. Do have a player down. Hopefully nothing serious. Made of tough stuff though. These players we saw a few times already this tournament. Players going down with nasty collisions. It'd take a lot for any of these players to come off the field early. They are able to utilise the rolling substitutions though. Right now, more defending on the cards. Ahmed Risk back on the field. Couldn't beat the first man on this occasion. It will be a kick in down to my right. Abdul Wahab, the latest goal scorer, giving away. Fortunately though, there was enough on the pass. And that is wayward. You don't see that too often. Can Egypt capitalise? 5 minutes to go. The last 5 minutes of the tournament for Egypt. Can they get their goal? To the edge of the area it goes. Chipped in. In the end, the chance goes amiss. Abdul Wahab plays it back in from the kick in. They want more to Iraq. They've got 7. The captain's got 4 on his own, and here he is again. Deflected through for a corner ball. Marta over the top, collected by the keeper, just about keeps it in the area. Given away once again. This is a dangerous position. That looked to me like a slide tackle. Once again, though, the referee's happy that he was going for the ball. We're back underway. Four minutes left then. It's almost job done for Iraq. They needed goals, they needed a win. And they've absolutely got that. It's down to Qatar and Oman now to determine their fate. And as I said, it takes a lot for players to come off, and by the looks of those bandages, that threshold was met with that challenge. He did look like he was in a lot of pain. 3 minutes left. Iraq now looking to keep a clean sheet and perhaps even score another goal. Egypt still in pursuit of their first goal of the tournament. Thumped away. Good contest in the air. Just breaks down though the attack. It's been the story of the day for Egypt. They've looked promising at times, but just hasn't quite all come together at the same time. For Iraq though, they're just showboating now. A back heel for the captain, and if that had gone in, that would have been his 5th goal in this game. There will be an Iraq ball once again. Not long left. Is there one more goal for either team? Yes, there is. Thunderbolt into the bottom corner from the captain, and that is his 5th goal of the game. Job well and truly done. Well, he's the captain of the acute angle. Scores from anywhere. Hussein Tauma. Unbelievable. 2 minutes remain. 8 goals for Iraq. And they have absolutely given themselves a chance. Still they come forward. For Egypt now, it looks as though it will be damage limitation. Given away. Is this an opportunity for Egypt to score their first goal? Good shot. But Al Said unable to beat the keeper. End-to-end stuff to finish this game. 1 minute remains. They'll leave everything on the field, both of these sides. Last 30 seconds of this game then. One more opportunity perhaps for Egypt to score their first goal. Just couldn't get his feet sorted out, Ahmed Risk. That was the chance. I'm sure now Iraq will see this game out on the attack. They will have a corner ball. They will have then a clean sheet. 8 goals to their name. A magnificent performance. In fact, the referees have deemed it will be a goal kick. It'll matter very little to Iraq. Is there one more chance for Egypt to score their opening goal? How brilliant would that be? Edge of the area, still in possession. They'll need to go forward. They won't want to give it away. Battling with it. They've done well. Into added time we go. Is there a chance? Into the area. And nobody on the end of it. And so, the full-time whistle goes. The biggest scoreline of the Gulf Cup. And it is Iraq with the victory. 8-0. The final score. Captain Fantastic Hussein Tauma with 5 goals, 2 of which scored from an impossible angle. Leading by example, they've done all they can, Iraq, but their fate is out of their hands. Egypt, unfortunately, couldn't get on the score sheet. They do finish the tournament with 3 straight losses, but promising signs from them. They were able to defend magnificently at times, and again, looking promising on the attack, just without that final product. Don't go anywhere, plenty of action left in the day. As I said, it will be an automatic win for Yemen against Saudi Arabia. But everybody here will have their eyes on that match between Qatar and Oman. And then to finish off the day, Kuwait will go up against the UAE. And then we're into finals. Thank you for joining me. Don't go anywhere. There are plenty more games to come.
منتخب مصر بنتيجة عريضة، والحمد لله احنا بعد ننتظر مباراة عمان وقطر، ونشوف ان شاء الله شنو يحصل، وان شاء الله الفوز عماني حتى احنا نصعد.
زين سالم، يعني مستواكم اللي كان متدرج تدريجيا من بداية البطولة، مباراتكم مع قطر لها وعليها، اليوم وضح مستوى منتخب العراق الحقيقي. يعني ربما هذا بعد يعني عندكم دوري، يعني عندكم خبرة كبيرة، لاعبين يصدروا من دوري سوكا عندكم في العراق، الطمح للبطولة؟
اكيد احنا اكيد قادمين احنا على مود نحقق البطولة، بس الحمد لله احنا بالبداية كان في استعجال يعني مباراة قطر ومباراة عمان. بعد شلون عرفنا الاخطاء بالمباراة الاخيرة قدرنا نعوض، بس يعني شوي نقدر نقول مثل ما فات الاوان، والحمد لله ننتظر بعد هاي النتيجة. والحمد لله كانت بطولة يعني جميلة، ونتمنى التوفيق ان شاء الله للبطل البطولة، والحمد لله والشكر.
بإذن الله موفقين إن شاء الله في ما تبقى من أيام في البطولة.
الحمد لله والشكر، ان شاء الله التوفيق. شكرا كابتن، توفيق الجميع.
الهنا بنصركم كحلة العين عراقيين ابويا حلاوين ابويا عراقيين حلاوين.
المباراة القادمة طبعا ستجمع منتخبنا الوطني العماني مع المنتخب القطري الذي يبحث عن عن التأهل من خلال هذه المباراة. النايف، تحضيركم للمباراة.
الرحيم مثل المباراة يعني اليوم عندنا خيارين، يا الفوز يا التعادل، وان شاء الله اتمنى حق فريقنا الفوز ان شاء الله.
انتم من المنتخب القطري في هذه البطولة يراهن على الخبرة الكبيرة اللي يمتلكها، اكيد لكم استراتيجية معينة اليوم في مجاراة منتخب شاب مثل المنتخب العماني.
اكيد احنا بالعكس عندنا لعيبة خبرة وسابقين في المنتخب القطري، واكيد راح نستفيد من الله، وما نقلل من الفريق العماني، بالعكس فريق شباب وفريق من المرشحين للبطولة، واتمنى لهم واتمنى لنا التوفيق ان شاء الله.
ان شاء الله موفقين ان شاء الله. إذا مباراة منتخبنا الوطني مع المنتخب القطري التي ستبدأ بعد قليل. معي محسن اليافعي إداري فريق منتخب عمان. اليافعي، تحضيرات لهذه المباراة؟
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، نشكركم على هذا اللقاء أول شيء، وإن شاء الله الفريق جاهز، وحتى لو مباراة من قلة تحصيل حاصل لكن الفريق كامل جاهز بإذن الله، وإن شاء الله نأخذ 3 نقاط
بإذن الله. عينكم على البطولة أكيد.
أكيد إن شاء الله، ما نقبل بغير الذهب إن شاء الله
بإذن الله تعالى. أنت كإداري في الفريق، تحضيراتكم لهذه البطولة هل كانت كافية؟ بديتوا قبلها بشهر معسكر ولا كانت قبل بأيام بسيطة فقط؟
قبل بأيام بسيطة، أسبوع كذا، ما مدانا الوقت، لكن إن شاء الله الفريق جاهز.
ممتاز. في استحقاقات قادمة أيضا؟
إن شاء الله، احتمال إن شاء الله كأس العالم، نتمنى في نهاية شهر 11. أيوه.
بالتوفيق صديقي.
جميعا إن شاء الله.
شكرا جزيلا. منتخبنا الوطني حامد فاضل اللي يمثل منتخبنا ايضا في هذه البطوله. حامد، مستعدين لهذه المواجهه؟
اكيد نحن من اول مباراه تقريبا لمباراه اليوم نحن مستعدين في استعداد تام. طموحنا اللقب لا غير اللقب، طبعا في ارضنا وما بين جمهورنا، وهذا طموحنا. مباراه اليوم مو بالنسبه لنا تحصيل حاصل وبس، نحن راح ننفذ بعض الخطط اللي يطلبها منا المدرب، وراح نلعب بجديه تامه. مباراه حصد 3 نقاط بالعلامه الكامله، ان شاء الله باذن الله راح نسعد.
بالامس لما لعبتوا المباراه مع المنتخب العراقي كان واضح في تكتيك عالي جدا لعب فيه المنتخب العماني، واستطاع انه يتجاوز المنتخب العراقي. يعني ما كنا توقعنا هذيك النتيجه العريضه. اليوم بنشوف تكتيك اخر ولا نفس التكتيك؟
ممكن بطولة ملدوفة عملت فرق كبير في عملية الخبرات معنا نحن كفريق العماني، بالذات الكابتن أحمد سالم صار ملم ببعض الأفكار. بالفعل مباراة أمس طبقنا بعض الأفكار عكس المباراة الأولى، ومباراة اليوم لابد إنه في أفكار جديدة راح نعمل عليها المباريات الإقصائية إن شاء الله بإذن الله.
موفقين في انتظار نتيجة إن شاء الله إيجابية
بإذن الله.
شكرا كابتن.
سيد الملاعب، أشهد إنه عماني في الملاعب دوم ضامن. هذا منه الأحمر، هذا سيد الملاعب. أنا أشهد إنه عماني في الملاعب دوم ضامن. هذا منه الأحمر، هذا سيد
السلام الوطني لدولة قطر يرجى الوقوف في حالة القدرة. السلام السلطاني العماني يرجى الوقوف في حالة القدرة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مشاهدينا متابعينا في كل مكان عبر قناة النادي الناقل الحصري لهذه البطولة في المباراة الثانية من اليوم الثالث من ختام مباريات دور المجموعات لبطولة سوكا الخليج 2024. في هذا اللقاء المنتظر بين الأشقاء منتخب دولة قطر مع منتخبنا الوطني في واحدة من المواجهات الخليجية الخالصة في هكذا بطولة نشاهد العنابي القطري والأبيض العماني بعدما شاهدناهم مرارا وتكرارا على مستوى دورات الخليج وفي المباريات الرسمية. اليوم نشاهدهم هنا على أرضية ملاعب مصغرة وعلى عالم كرة القدم المصغرة، وبالتحديد بطولة سوكا الخليج لسداسيات كرة القدم. هنا النجم جفار راشد حاضر ككابتن للمنتخب القطري، واحد من الأسماء التي تألقت سنوات وسنوات برفقة العنابي القطري. وكذلك هنا الصورة تأتي على عادل المشيخي كابتن المنتخب العماني وحكام المباراة السيد ماركوس من القادم من لاتفيا هنالك والسيد سيمون الكرواتي ويساعده الحكم إبراهيم الفارسي. إذن كل التوفيق للفريقين بعون الله تعالى بالنسبة لمنتخبنا الوطني أو كذلك بالنسبة للمنتخب القطري الشقيق. منتخبنا الوطني يدخل هذا اللقاء وهو في رصيد 6 نقاط، أما على الجانب الآخر المنتخب القطري يدخل اللقاء ولديه رصيد 4 نقاط عفوا. لذلك الانتصار لا بد من الانتصار بالنسبة للمنتخب القطري أو التعادل على أقل تقدير من أجل الوصول إلى الدور الأربعة. هنا تشكيلة المنتخب القطري على الشاشة: أحمد الصياد في حراسة المرمى، سعيد غلام في خط الدفاع، نايف العنزي، فهد ساكت وأحمد المالكي ومشعل عبد الله كلاعب مهاجم بالنسبة لتشكيلة المنتخب القطري الشقيق. ثواني بسيطة بعدها تنطلق مباشرة هذه صافرة الحكم ماركس الحكم اللاتفي القادم هنالك من الاتحاد الدولي لسوكا كرة القدم. إذا ثواني بسيطة وتنطلق هذا المواجهة بين منتخبنا الوطني الذي نراه هذا المساء بالقمصان البيضاء بعدما شاهدناه في المباراتين الماضيتين بالقمصان الحمراء المعتادة. هذا المساء يظهر أبناء السلطنة السلاطين باللون الأحمر بانتظار الصافرة الواضح أمامنا في الشاشة السيد آدن الحكم الكرواتي الذي سوف يدير هذه المواجهة المنتظرة. إذا بانتظار صافرة الحكم من أجل إعلان انطلاق المباراة المنتظرة ماذا هنالك على دكة بدلاء المنتخبين الوطني وبعض الملاحظات، لكن هنا انطلاقة الصافرة لتعلن عن البداية بالنسبة والبداية عند سعيد غلام هنالك على الجانب الأيسر بالنسبة للمنتخب القطري الشقيق الذي يدخل هذه المباراة وعينه على التواجد في المربع الذهبي مباشرة بعدما ضمن المنتخب العماني التواجد مباشرة هنالك في مربع الكبار. المباراة التي قبل هذه كانت انتصار عراقي بسبب 8 أهداف مقابل لا شيء. تشكيلة منتخبنا الوطني في حراسة المرمى هشام الوهيبي، مانع البرعمي، حسين الحداد، وأحمد نعم ومعتصم الشامسي وسعيد الشحري هم من يمثلون تشكيلة المدرب أحمد سالم في قيادة هذا المنتخب. وهنا دكة بدلاء المنتخب القطري الواضحة أمامنا في الصورة، لكن تأتي الكرة من جديد لمصلحة عرفان السالمي نعم هو صاحب القميص رقم 26 بالنسبة لمنتخبنا الوطني. تعود الكرة من جديد إلى الشامسي معتصم الشامسي إلى زميله هنالك على الجانب الأيمن من الشامسي إلى عرفان السالمي مع الكرة، ممكن تمريرة أو التفكير بتسديدة لكن يأتي من جديد اللاعب سعيد أو هنالك أحمد الشحري صاحب الهدفين الماضيين في المباراة الماضية. ماذا هناك عدت أم ماذا لكن اللاعب يستمر. قرار حكم اللقاء بأن الكرة لم تتعدى خط المرمى، لذلك يستمر اللعب. هنا الإعادة، عينك على الإعادة، شوف هنا الإعادة من الشحري. لا هل عدت ولا ما عدت؟ لكن قرار الحكم السيد ماركس يأمر باستمرارية اللعب لأن الكرة لم تتعدى خط مرماها. تعود الكرة من جديد. إذن أولى كرات المباراة الخطرة لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني بالنسبة للاعب صاحب القميص رقم 9 سعيد الشحري. إذن مباراة مهمة للغاية بالنسبة، وأتوقع كذلك مهمة بالنسبة للجالية أو للمنتخب العراقي الشقيق الذي كسب المباراة الماضية ب8 أهداف مقابل لا شيء، ب8 أهداف مقابل لا شيء في المباراة الماضية على المنتخب المصري الشقيق، وذلك المنتخب مصر أو المغادرين إلى خارج أسوار البطولة من بطولة سوكا الخليج اللي تتواجد هنا في مدينة صلالة. ركلة تماس لمصلحة المنتخب القطري هنالك عند فهد ساكت أم ركنية؟ نعم هي ركنية لمصلحة اللاعب المنتخب القطري فهد ساكت. هنالك على اليسار سعيد غلام يرسلها وحده لكن الكرة مقطوعة من الدفاعات العمانية، ونحن انتظار الجماهير العمانية. أين اختفت الجماهير العمانية عن منتخبها الوطني في هذا اللقاء؟ هل تجهز العدة؟ هل سافرت وغادرت وذهبت وارتحلت إلى هناك إلى البصرة من أجل مساندة الأحمر العماني؟ هنالك مهمة وهنا مهمة أخرى، بين هذه وتلك هنالك أمنيات كبيرة نمني النفس بتحقيقها على المستوى الخليجي أو كذلك على المستوى الآسيوي والعالمي وبالتحديد المونديالي. تعود الكرة من جديد لمصلحة المنتخب الوطني. ركلة مرمى عند هشام الوهيبي حارس منتخبنا الوطني، يرسلها بدوره إلى الحداد. حسين الحداد مع الكرة، ياخذ له مشوار الحداد، يرسلها هنالك على الجانب الأيسر لتعود من جديد إلى الحداد. كرات متبادلة بيضاء بين لاعبي ودفاعات منتخبنا الوطني. هنا 26 عرفان السالمي، عرفان السالمي إحدى اكتشافات بطولة سوكا نزوة، ليعود من جديد إلى الشامسي. الشامسي يحصل على كورته، لاعب مميز بينية، جميل الكرة الماضية لكن طالت على عرفان وتحولت إلى خارج أرضية الملعب إلى ركلة مرمى لمصلحة المنتخب العراقي أو عفوا القطري. إذا 0-0 ونلعب في الدقيقة رقم 5 من عمر الشوط الأول، حتى الآن لا أهداف بالنسبة للمنتخب القطري أو كذلك لمنتخبنا الوطني. سقوط لمشعل في الكرة الماضية لكن حكم المباراة يأمر بالاستمرار. تصل إلى الحداد، الحداد من جديد معاك الشامسي، الحداد في منتصف أرضية الملعب، مرور من الحداد يرسلها هنا الشامسي، استلام إلى عرفان، عرفان مع الكرة يناظر يطالع، وكل لاعبي المنتخب العراقي القطري عفوا في المناطق الدفاعية. هنا مشعل عبد الله يظهر لكن التسديدة لم تكن بالشكل المطلوب لتصل إلى الصياد أحمد لاعب المنتخب القطري أو حارس المنتخب القطري. أحمد المالكي إلى سعيد رجب، سعيد رجب دوره هنالك على الجانب الأيمن إلى العنزي نايف، إلى سعيد من جديد الكرة معاه إلى ساكت فهد، من فهد ساكت مرسولة هذه أمامية والبحث عن رأسية مشعل لكن تعود إلى المعتصم الشامسي. معتصم مع الكرة، هل من مرتدة، هل من كرة خطرة قادمة من الشحري لكن الكرة إلى خارج أرضية الملعب إلى ركلة ركنية لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني. هذه المنتقل للكرة لكن تصدي من الصياد لتعود في مشروع هجمة واعدة بالنسبة وخطأ خطأ 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 نعم خطأ لمصلحة العنابي، خطأ لمصلحة العنابي القطري في منتصف أرضية الملعب بعد التدخل من اللاعب حسين الحداد في الكرة الماضية. أتوقع بأن جماهير العراق كلها تتابع هذا اللقاء، وكل دقيقة تمر في هذا اللقاء والنتيجة تشير للتعادل، يعني وجود المنتخب القطري في الدور النصف النهائي. النتيجة اللي نشاهدنا أمامنا هي يعني تواجد المنتخب القطري الشقيق مباشرة في دور النصف النهائي برصيد 5 نقاط، وتصدر المنتخب العماني لهذه المجموعة برصيد 7 نقاط. لذلك التعادل يعني يمحي أو يبخر بآمال المنتخب العراقي، لكن لسه بدري، لسه نحن في الشوط الأول ولا نزال في الدقيقة 8 من عمر هذا اللقاء المنتظر بين المنتخب العراقي. والصورة هنا لأحمد سالم مدرب المنتخب العماني، أحمد سالم الذي قاد الفريق هنالك في بطولة أوروبا بمولدوفا بعد تقديم مستوى مشرف للغاية. الأسماء هي نفس الأسماء وإنما تم تطعيم بعض الأسماء بأسماء مميزة من أجل دعم الصفوف في منتخبنا الوطني. تعود الكرة لعنزي نايف هنالك إلى المالكي، أحمد يحضن على كورته، ممكن مرور مع 2 أحمد لكن الحداد يستخلص الكرة الماضية ليمر. الله على المرور يا الحداد إلى الشامسي، هل من تسديدة جميل الكرة الماضية وتتفاعل مع الجماهير الحاضرة اللي تساند وتؤازر منتخبنا الوطني من هنا من أرضية ملعب اللقاء. هنا التمرير من الحداد، استلام من الشامسي ثم تسديدة جميل الكرة الماضية لكن تصدي كان حاضر من الصياد. تعود من جديد لمصلحة الأبيض العماني، تسديدة لكن تصطد، وقبل ذلك صافرة الحكم ماركس تأتي لتعلن عن وجود خطأ لمصلحة العنابي القطري. كنا نتكلم عن هذه البطولة اللي انطلقت في الأول من سبتمبر وتستمر حتى يوم الغد، لأن اليوم الغد هو اليوم الختامي لبطولة سوكا الخليج. هذه الأيام التي قضيناها معا سويا سواء من أرضية الملعب أو كذلك عبر قناة النادي عشنا أيام في غاية الجمال والروعة بتواجد أخواننا الخليجيين والدول العربية هنا في سلطنة عمان وبالتحديد في مدينة صلالة. عشنا أجواء استثنائية يا عرفان يرسل له واحدة صاروخية، لكن الصياد كان حاضر في المرصاد، كان حاضر في الكرة الماضية ليبعد الخطورة عن مرمى المنتخب القطري. تعود من جديد لعرفان السالمي، عرفان في كرات متبادلة إلى 16 هنالك للاعب منتخبنا الوطني يعرب إلى عرفان من جديد، هنا يعرب لكن الكرة تعود من جديد لمصلحة المنتخب العماني. كرات متبادلة وركلة التماس لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني، وحضور من مختلف الجاليات العربية الحاضرة معنا. هنا تسديدة من العريمي لكن التسديدة يا عبد الله ذهبت وتحولت إلى خارج أرضية ملعب هذا اللقاء. اللي شدني في قمصان منتخبنا الوطني تواجد شعار خريف ظفار هذا الموسم الاستثنائي المميز التي قدمته بلدية ظفار ومكتب محافظ ظفار. العديد موسم استثنائي شاهدناه في عام 2024 هنا في محافظة ظفار، فشكرا للقائمين على هكذا خريف وخدمات مميزة للسائح العربي والخليجي والمواطن هنا في سلطنة عمان. إذا إلى ركلة مرمى لمصلحة هشام الوهيبي حارس منتخبنا الوطني. هشام الوهيبي يرسلها بدور إلى من هنالك إلى يعرب من جديد على الجانب الأيسر المعتصم ولا عرفان. هذا عرفان من عرفان يرسلها إلى مانع البرعمي، مانع بدوره على الجانب الأيسر من هنالك. هنا العريمي عبد الله ممكن مرور تمريرة هذه ممكن يا المشيخي، لكن الاستلام من المشيخي لم يكن بالشكل المطلوب لتعود إلى نايف لعنزي، من نايف إلى مشعل من جديد لاعبي المنتخب القطري الشقيق المالكي. واحد من الأسماء المميزة ممكن يمر أحمد يحاول، لا تزال الكرة معاه المالكي. أحمد يعود من جديد إلى الخلف لمصلحة سعيد رجب. سعيد مرور يا سلام في الكرة الماضية الخذ والهات بين سعيد والمالكي، يعود بها سعيد من جديد. سعيد رجب غلام يعود بالكرة في المناطق الخلفية من أجل البحث عن المساندة من قبل لاعبي المنتخب القطري. مرسولة أمامية طويلة لكن غاب فيها التركيز وتحولت إلى خارج أرضية الملعب إلى ركلة مرمى لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني. نلعب في الدقيقة رقم 12 من الشوط الأول، وهنا التقدم يأتي من العريمي ثم التمريرة من مانع إلى المشيخي، لكن تأتي التصدي والاستبسال من لاعبي المنتخب القطري الشقيق إلى هشام الوهيبي اللي يتقدم ويترك مرماه ويصبح حارس طائر لتعود من جديد إلى يعرب. من يعرب هنالك إلى مانع على ما أظن هنالك على الجانب الأيسر. خلونا نتابع له. هذا عبد الله يرسل له واحدة يسارية لكن ذهبت وتحولت إلى ركنية لمصلحة المنتخب الوطني، وسقوط لحارس منتخب قطر. الصياد يسقط على أرضية الملعب، نتمنى له السلامة بعون الله تعالى وأن يكمل مع زملائه ورفقائه في المنتخب القطري الشقيق. 0 مقابل 0 حتى الآن. هنا الأطفال حاضرين، الكبار يتواجدون في هذه البطولة الجميلة الأنيقة هنا في محافظة ظفار التي شهدت العديد من الفعاليات والعديد من الخدمات التي تقدمها مجموعة هوانا صلالة هنا في هذا المكان الجميل والرائع، وهذه البقعة من محافظة ظفار بالتحديد ومن أمام بحر العرب. إذن سلامات لأحمد الصياد حارس المنتخب القطري الساقط والذي يتلقى العلاج الآن من قبل الكادر الطبي الخاص بهذه البطولة، والذي يتواجد من مستشفى عمان الدولي الراعي والشريك الطبي لبطولة سوكا الخليج. ركنية على يسار الصياد هل من اخبار ساره؟ شوف هشام وين واصل، تصل من جديد ممكن مرتده، لكن عبد الله العريمي مع الكره بينيه الى من؟ الى يعرب. جميله الكره الماضيه في كرات متبادله عمانيه، لكن تعود الى نايف العنزي لاعب المنتخب القطري من جديد، من نايف الى سعيد الى الصياد. العماني يصل رويدا الى مرمى المنتخب القطري، لكن حتى الان هنا تسديده من الحارس لتعود من جديد، ممكن هجمه مرتده لمصلحه عرفان هذه المره يرسلها لعبد الله العريمي مع الكره، هل من تسديده؟ هل من مرور؟ المرور لم ياتي، لذلك الخطوره تذهب وتتحول الى ركله تماس لمصلحه منتخبنا الوطني. تسديده جميله كادت من عرفان السالمي، لكن تحولت وذهبت الى خارج ارضيه الملعب لتصبح ركله مرمى لمصلحه المنتخب القطري. ربع ساعه انتهت من الشوط الاول، والتعادل السلبي لا يزال حاضر هنا. الابعاد من هشام، تصل من جديد الكرة إلى من هنالك؟ العريمي لم يحصل على كورته بالشكل المطلوب للبحث عن مشعل، لكن الكرة لم تصل إلى مشعل. تغييرات متبادلة، حسن السقطري نعم هو البديل صاحب هدف مباراة الأمس، السقطري هو يكون يحل مكانا للاعب مشعل عبد الله في الكرة الماضية. تصل الكرة من جديد لمصلحة المنتخبنا الوطني في المنتصف. هنا استلام عند من؟ سقوط. ماذا يا حكم؟ ماذا؟ هل من قرار؟ لا يوجد قرار في اللعبة الماضية على يعرب الشحري. يعرب نعم بيت رقبون عفوا، لا يوجد أي قرار في الكرة الماضية. شاهدنا قبل قليل بعثة المنتخب الكويتي اللي راح يقابل المنتخب الإماراتي الشقيق في واحدة من المواجهات الخليجية المنتظرة للغاية بين الأبيض والأزرق بعد هذه المباراة مباشرة. هذه المجموعة المنتخب العماني حسم التأهل، لكن في المجموعة الثانية حتى الآن التأهل لم يحسم، لأن المنتخب الإماراتي معه 3 نقاط، واليمني كذلك معه 3 نقاط، والمنتخب الكويتي ليس لديه أي نقطة حتى الآن، لكن معه مباراة بعد هذه المباراة مع المنتخب الإماراتي. فلذلك في حال فوز المنتخب الكويتي راح يصل إلى النقطة الثالثة، وراح تدخل المجموعة بأكملها في حسابات معقدة للغاية. الشيء الوحيد اللي ممكن يحصل في تلك المجموعة هو فوز المنتخب الإماراتي، يعني تأهل الإمارات واليمن مباشرة. فوز الأبيض يعني تأهل المنتخب الإماراتي ومنتخب اليمن مباشرة إلى الدور النصف النهائي. أما في هذه المجموعة اللي يتواجد فيها العراق وقطر وعمان ومصر، مصر مباشرة غادر أسوار البطولة. منتخبنا الوطني هو المتصدر الأول، أو هو أول الصاعدين إلى الدور الثاني، هو المنتخب القطري البطاقة الثانية، والبحث بين المنتخب قطر والمنتخب العراقي. تعود الكرة إلى حسين الحداد، حسين بدور يرسلها الشامسي معتصم إلى الحارس هشام الوهيبي. شوف هشام يتقدم ممكن يسدد، لكن يرسلها لحسين الحداد. حسين إلى هشام، هل من تسديدة من الحارس؟ هشام جميلة الفكرة الماضية، هذا لاعب ولا حارس؟ بسم الله ما شاء الله، بسم الله ما شاء الله على هشام الوهيبي، واحد من الأسماء لطالما تعودنا أن نشاهده في عالم الصالات وبكثرة هنالك في محافظة مسقط. هذا المساء أتى من أجل تمثيل منتخب السلطنة في بطولة سوكا الخليج. هشام الوهيبي، عبد العزيز الرقادي، موسى كامبو اللي منتخبات صالة ميز الحراسة منتخب عفوا لاعب المنتخب العراقي نايف العنزي من جديد، لكن الكرة طالت على حسن يحصلها. تعود الى المعتصم الشامسي، المعتصم مع المالكي مغطي عليه احمد المالكي، والبحث عن تسديده جميل. الكرة الماضية تسديدة الشامسي، لكن التصدي كان حاضر هنا الإعادة. يا الله على الطيران من الصياد من احمد يرتقي عند الخطوط المنتخب القطري. اذا ركنيه عمانيه، عمان افضل في الدقائق الماضيه. تعود من تسديدة إلى الصياد في المرتين. حتى الآن بين الفريقين بدون أهداف، لكن المباراة حلوة للأمانة. هنا هشام إلى من؟ إلى المعتصم، إلى هشام الحارس. هل من تسديدة؟ هل من صاروخية تعود من جديد إلى المعتصم؟ المعتصم مع كرة يرسلها اليمين. المعتصم في مكان خطر لو انقطعت على المعتصم لأنك آخر لاعب، لكن يرسلها بكل وهدوء لتصل من جديدة إلى هنالك إلى العريمي الشامسي. تصم تواجده وين؟ وشوف حارس منتخبنا، هكذا هو الحارس الطائر، هكذا هو عالم سداسيات كرة القدم، الاعتماد على الحارس كلاعب حر، هو ما يسمى بالحارس الطائر. شوفوا هشام وين، شوفوا هشام وين، حارس منتخبنا الوطني. شوفوا
Hello soccer fans and welcome back to the third and final day of group stage action at the inaugural Gulf Cup. You join us just shy of the halfway mark in this one between Oman and Qatar from the stunning Havana Resort in Salalah, where the race for a place in the semi-finals intensifies. Oman with a lot of the early pressure in these first 20 minutes or so on the stroke of half-time. Even their goalkeeper rushing up to join some attacks. Well, of course, we already know that Oman will be there. The hosts picked up where they left off on match day 2, producing another classy performance in front of a bumper crowd to ease past Iraq. Their 3-1 win means they've already done enough to escape Group A and book a spot at the semis, but they'll want to finish the job in style as Hisham tries to charge down his opposing keeper. He was a long way from home there, as Rashid attempts to lob him, and he's a man possessed, is Hisham. As I say, they've already got qualification, so they can afford to take these risks, but it's certainly an unorthodox approach from Oman. As Hisham picks it up on the right wing, would you believe it? Ball to the byline. Neat bit of footwork, leaves the Qatari player on his backside, but the strike comes in over the bar. And that will be that. As the half-time whistle sounds, 0-0 at the break. But don't go anywhere, because we will be back for all the second half action.
نترككم في استراحة قصيرة ولنا عودة مع مجريات الشوط الثاني.
The sides just emerging after that half-time interval, of course. Oman's opponents, Qatar, are the only side that can stop them topping Group A now. The Qataris followed up their opening day draw by swatting aside bottom-placed Egypt yesterday. 2-0 was the scoreline in that one. A win for the Qataris here would see them leapfrog host Oman and finish Group A as best in class. A loss, however, and a flight home beckons. Iraq needed goals in their tie against Egypt earlier this afternoon to give themselves a chance of qualification, and goals they delivered. The Iraqis struck 8 past Egypt, with captain Hussein Tama scoring 5 of them as they registered the biggest win of the Gulf Cup so far. Just seconds away from kick-off here in this second half. And Oman will get proceedings back underway, just waiting for the referee's whistle. And here we go, a crunch tie for Qatar. If things stay as they are, they will progress to the semi-finals and, of course, clinch a spot at the World Cup right here in Oman come November as Al-Baluchi strides forward. Fierce drive. And Rashid had to keep a close eye on that one, and indeed he did, as he managed to just near it past his post in unorthodox fashion. Corner, chip to the far side, but it's dealt with well by Qatar, who will try and charge that one down, but great bit of strength from the Qatari number 26 as he pokes one just up past the post. Oman threaten again. They had all the play in the first half, and even keeper Sham was joining the attacks. And they almost broke Qatari hearts there as Rashid lobs one long. Qatar will have themselves a kick in. Shot comes in, past the post. And a chance for Hisham to place the ball back down on the turf and get the Omanis underway as well. Again, as Al Haddad picks up possession, of course scored 2 in their opening day win.
إذا ركلة مرمى لمصلحة المنتخبين الوطني عند هشام الوهيبي. هشام بدوره يرسلها هنالك عند 10 حامد فاضل. حامد الكرة معه ياخذ له مشوار. حامد إلى الشامسي المعتصم إلى حامد من جديد. كرات متبادلة بين لاعبي المنتخبين الوطني. مرسولة هذه أمامية لكن الإبعاد يأتي من المنتخب القطري لتعود وتتحول إلى خارج أرضية الملعب للعنابي القطري عند نايف العنزي. نايف العنزي في تنفيذ ركلة التماس يرسلها لا. الكرة لم تثبت لم تتوقف على أو لم تثبت على أرضية الملعب، لذلك الحكم يقوم باستبدال عملية تنفيذ ركلة التماس في الكرة الماضية. تعود الكرة من جديد إلى حامد فاضل. حامد فاضل مع الكرة يرسلها للشامسي. هل من تسديدة بينية حاضرة الحداد، لكن هذه المرة مين خطأ وبطاقة صفراء. بطاقة صفراء على العبيدي. علي العبيدي إذا يتحصل على بطاقة صفراء وسقوط للاعب منتخبنا الوطني ساقط على أرضية الملعب. اللاعب العريم من هذا لا زامل البلوشي هو اللي ساقط على أرضية الملعب، وخطأ لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني في على يمين الصياد في مكان لابد من الاستغلال الأمثل. لابد من الاستغلال الأمثل فيها مثل هكذا أخطاء وهكذا كرات هنا على مستوى منتخبنا الوطني. إذا خطأ لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني. عند مين راح في التنفيذ؟ خلونا نتابع ونشاهد مين اللي راح ينفذ الركلة القادمة بالنسبة لمنتخبنا الوطني. مين البديل هنا؟ حامد فاضل هو البديل ينفذ قاتل القادم بالنسبة لمنتخبنا الوطني. ارتداء السترة الخاصة بأن هنالك هو الحارس الطائر حامد مانع في الكرة الماضية تصل من لعب ما في حرية الماء، بأن منتخبنا الآن بدون حارس مرمى لأن هشام تواجد في الدكة، لذلك حامد فاضل هو من يتكفل بالحراسة والهجوم فهو الحارس الطائر. شوف حتى قميصه هو ارتدى شارة مختلفة عن زملائه، لذلك هكذا هو عالم سوكا لكرة القدم وبالتحت كرة القزيز المتارس إلا في بطولات سوكا لكرة القدم. تعود الكرة من العريمي مرسولة إلى الشحري، السلام لم يكن بالشكل المطلوب، لذلك تذهب من جديد ومن أجل الاستفادة بعدد اللاعبين بالنسبة لمنتخبنا. هنا التسديدة وهنا الخطأ الماضي من قبل لاعبي المنتخب القطري الذي تحصل على بطاقة صفراء. لكن تخيل المنتخب القطري دقيقتين يلعب ناقص، يعني بخمسة لاعبين، والمنتخب العماني يلعب بدون حارس بستة لاعبين كلهم في مناطق المنتخب القطري، لذلك لا بد من استغلال هكذا دقائق هكذا ثواني قبل أن يدخل اللاعب المعاقب بالنسبة للمنتخب القطري بتشكيلة العنابي. تعود فاضل الحارس الحداد لكن مقطوعة، ما في حارس في المرمى ممكن يكلف الكثير، لكن لتعود من جديد كرات متبادلة في مباراة جميلة إلى حامد من جديد. حامد هو لاعب وهو حارس في نفس الوقت. مرور ممكن يأتي إلى الشامسي بدوره يرسلها عرضية راسية لم تكن بالشكل المطلوب يا الحداد لتذهب وتتحول. هل من أخبار؟ لكن عدت بسلام الكرة لصلاحة المنتخب هنا من دكة بدلاء المنتخب القطري بأن وقت العقوبة انتهى، لكن حكم المباراة إذا عادوا إلى العدد الحقيقي بستة لاعبين. يا الله، هدف غاية الروعة. عبد الله العريمي يفتتح التسجيل بعد تسديدة رائعة للغاية يا العريمي، يسارية من العريمي تستقر في شباك الصياد، تستقر في شباك قطر. إذا عمان واحد. هنا العرضية من الحداد، هنا التسديدة على الطاولة مباشرة. المنتخب هشام يعود إلى الحراسة من جديد، يا له من تكتيك رائع يستخدمه مدرب منتخبنا الوطني المدرب القدير أحمد سالم. والله توهتني يا أحمد، توهتني يا كوتش. كل مرة في لاعب طالع ولاعب نازل ولاعب خارج تدور وتأتي منتخبنا، مرة هشام ومرة بحارس ومرة بدون حارس. لذلك هي عالم سداسيات كرة القدم، عالم سوكا المليء بالمتعة الكروية الرائعة التي تشهدها محافظة ظفار. شوفوا هشام عاد من جديد للحراسة لتعود من جديد لمصلحة منتخبنا. عند مانع مع الكرة ومين معاه فهد ساكت متابع معاه، يرسلها لمشيخي عادل لتعود إلى الشامسي يرسلها. هل من هنالك من رد؟ العريمي مع الكرة صاحب الهدف تمريرة إلى الشامسي. شمس الشامسي تسطع في سماء يسجل الهدف الثاني بعد كرات متبادلة. شوف عينك على عريمي، تمريرة رائعة استلام تحضير، حطها الشامسي في مرمى المنتخب القطري. إذا 2 لعمان، لا شيء لقطر حتى الآن، لا شيء للمنتخب القطري. وهنا أشاهد جفار راشد سوف يكون حاضر في الدقائق واللحظات القادمة. 8 دقائق انتهت ومعنا 9 أو 11 دقيقة تفصلنا عن الختام، ومنتخبنا يتقدم ب2 مقابل لا شيء في واحدة من المباريات الجميلة، في واحدة من المباريات الرائعة. الكرة لم تصل إلى مشعل، تذهب وتأتي تمام. منتخب الغالي يشاكت هو البديل لتعود إلى العنزي. تسديدة، لكن وين يا العنزي؟ تسديدة الماضية تحولت وذهبت إلى خارج أرضية الملعب. على المنتخب القطري الشقيق في واحدة من المباريات الجميلة للأمانة. هنا مشعل عبد الله يسقط في مرتدة. المشيخي عادل من جديد إلى العريم، استلام ثم التحضير ثم التمرير من جديد. هنالك إلى مانع، من هنا مانع، هنا نعم صاحب القميص رقم 10 حامد فاضل، لكن الكرة تذهب وتتحول وطالت على مانع البرعمي. الكرة الماضية وتتحول إلى ركلة تماس، ولكن قبل هذا وظفرة وخطخم القط. كنت تتكلم عن التكتيك اللي ينتهجه التكتيك ما من المباريات، لأن عالم السداسيات عالم مختلف للغاية، عالم مختلف بتاتا عن كرة القدم التي اعتدنا أن نشاهدها ونتابعها، لأن التغييرات مفتوحة. بإمكان الحارس أن يخرج ويستبدل بمكانه بلاعب طائر أو حارس طائر، لكن هذا ما قام به هنا ماذا؟ هنا الخطأ، هنا خطأ، وسلامات لحارس المنتخب القطري أحمد الصياد اللي نتمنى له السلامة بعون الله. يدخل الحاضر لمشي عريمي. وهنا الجماهير الحاضرة من الجاليات المختلفة المتواجدة هنا في السلطنة تتواجد وتتفاعل مع أحداث بطولة سوكا الخليج 2024. هذه المباراة التي تأتيكم مباشرة عبر قناتي النري لهذه برفقة العبيد المخرج الأستاذ موسى الناصر، اللي نقدم لهم كل التحية والتقدير، اللي متواجدين معنا من عربة النقل الخارجية الخاصة بقناة النادي الإلكترونية. تعود إلى خبرة السنين، من جفال إلى سعيد غلام، إلى جفال من جديد إلى العنزي. هذه المرة عرضية من العنزي، لكن تبعد الكرة الماضية والتعليمات تستمر من عادل خميس وكذلك الكابتن سلطان. هنالك في دكة بدلاء منتخب أحمد الصياد يأتي، لكن الله على جفال. الكرة الماضية، عيني على كنترول جفال في الكرة الماضية. لسه اللمسة من اللاعب ماجد إلى جفال. كرة القطرية تعود إلى هنالك إلى سعيد غلام، سعيد إلى جفال من جديد، لا هذه المرة إلى الصياد مع الكرة. شوف الصياد أصبح لاعب من ضمن لاعبي، لا أشياء ما شاهدناها بتاتا. استلام يا مشعل، استلام لم يكن باستلام السنوات الماضية، لم يكن باستلام 2019، لم يكن لكن مش يتواجد أسمائنا بها كثيرا، وسنظل نستمتع بأداء ومستوى هذا اللاعب الخلوق مشعل عبد الله. تعود الكرة من جديد إلى أحمد، من أحمد إلى المشيخي يرسل له خذ والهات. الله يا عيني على الكرات الماضية. حسن السقطري ومشعل حسن ماذا هناك؟ الاستمرارية في اللعب، مطالبات بوجود خطأ من قبل حكام المباريات. هنا 10، هنا الرقم 10 يتحرك، يرسلها إلى من؟ إلى الحداد. لا، هذا أحمد بدوره إلى الحداد، لكن الكرة تعود من جديد إلى قطر، إلى الدولة الجميلة الرائعة التي نعشقها ونحبها دائما، إلى قطر. لكن حتى الآن منتخبنا يتقدم بهدفين مقابل لا شيء، ونحن نلعب في الست دقائق الأخيرة. مشعل العرضية من جديد رأسية، لكن الكرة تبعد لتعود جف الكرة. سقوط من عقوبة اتفاق هي حتيري. هنالك الجماهير، الحضور الجماهيري أو كذلك الحضور من مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي لسبورت فور أول، هذا الحساب الرسمي الإماراتي اللي أقدم له كل التحية للأمانة. حسابهم متواجد في كل لحظة وفي كل ثانية من جوانب أو في كل جانب من جوانب هذه البطولة. فكل الشكر لحساب سبورت فور أول الإماراتي اللي قدم لنا تغطية جميلة. وأدعو جميع مشاهدينا بمتابعة هكذا حسابات الرابعة الرياضية العراقية ذلك. لكن هنا شمس الشامسي لم تشرق في هذه الكرة. تعود من جديد لمصلحة سعيد رجب غلام. برافو على المرور. السعيد في الكرة يعود إلى جفال راشد من جديد. جفال ياخذ لك كرته يرسلها إلى الصياد بدوره يرسلها أمامية، لكن تبعد لتعود من جديد. الإبعاد من الدفاعات إلى مشعل، لم تصل إلى مشعل. هي مرتدة عمانية. هل من ثالث؟ لكن الإبعاد من سعيد رجب في الكرة الماضية ويبعد الخطورة عن مرمى المنتخب القطري. ركنية لمنتخبنا الوطني مرسولة أمامية. هل من تسديدة؟ يا الله على الطاير من الشامسي، حاول فيها لكن الكرة عدت وذهبت إلى خارج أرضية الملعب. نعم ودي أشوف تفاعل الجماهير، لكن الله 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 على لقطة من الشامسي في الكرة الماضية. شكرا لمخرجنا حمد العبيداني على هكذا لقطات، على هكذا إعادات. إذا 2 لمنتخبنا الوطني لا شيء للمنتخب القطري. هذه النتيجة تعني ماذا؟ تعني تواجد المنتخب الوطني والمنتخب العراقي في الدور النصفي النهائي من هذه المجموعة. لا يصد وقت بك أكثر من 3 دقائق تصلنا عن الختام. عرفان السالمي إلى من جديد؟ إلى هنالك 5 مرة أخرى إلى الشامسي مع الكرة إلى من؟ إلى حارس طائر آخر، حارس إلى حامد فاضل. الحارس طائر شوف التكتيك العماني، شوف التكتيك اللي يقدم المدرب القدير أحمد سالم في هذه اللحظات. إلى الشامسي ثم من؟ هنالك 11 مرسولة. هذه عرفان لم تعرف طريق المرمى. شوف الجماهير العراقي النتيجة ماذا المنتخب العراقي في النصف النهائي. لذلك الأفراح تأتي من المنتخب العراقي. تعود الكرة من جديد لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني. لكن والله المباراة واحدة من المباريات الجميلة، واحدة من المباريات الرائعة التي تجمع الأشقاء، تجمع المنتخبين الحبيبين على قلوب كل خليجي في هذه البطولة، المنتخب القطري والمنتخب العماني. إذا تعود الكرة من جديد إلى مصلحة منتخبنا الوطني، لمصلحة الشامسي إلى حامد بيت فاضل. المرمى فاضي يا مشعل. ماذا هناك؟ الكرة تتحرك يا مشعل، استعجل فيها، حاول باغت فيها لأن المرمى كان فاضي. لذلك حضر الاستعجال وحضرت المخالفة هنا على اللاعب أحمد المالكي في الكرة الماضية وعلى لاعب منتخبنا الوطني اللاعب يعرب. إذا خطأ لمنتخبنا الوطني عند الشامسي. أتوقع الشامسي والحداد هم اللاعبين الاثنين اللي ما غيرهم بتاتا المدرب أحمد سالم في تشكيلة المباراة. حتى هشام طلع برا الملعب، حارس منتخبنا الوطني باستثناء الحداد وباستثناء الشامسي هم الثابتين في تشكيلة منتخبنا الوطني. تعود إلى حامد بيت فاضل من جديد إلى 5. هنا البرعمي أو المشيخي، لكن هنا من عرفان السالمي إلى المشيخي من جديد. عبد العزيز المشيخي صاحب القميص رقم 5 في منتصف الملعب. استلام من الشامسي. عرفان ممكن الثالث يا عرفان، لكن هنالك خطأ. ماذا خطأ لمصلحة من؟ لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني. نعم، لا نقاش مع السيد سيمون، لا نقاش لا حديث بعد الصافرة. هكذا هو. اسمع عينك على هاتيجا مخرج، اسمع عطني الصورة على المدرجات التي تتفاعل، على المدرجات التي تتفاعل مع منتخبنا الوطني. برافو، شكرا لهذه الجماهير على هكذا تواجد، شكرا على هكذا دعم. يا لها من أجواء خيالية نعيشها هنا في مدرجات الملعب صناع الرياضة. لكن هنا الاستلام، هنا الإعادة تعود من جديد إلى خارج الملعب، وخطأ لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني. وسلامات لسعب لاعب إذا خطأ لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني على مشارف الدقيقة الأخيرة. نحن نعم نقترب من الدقيقة الأخيرة أو الثواني الأخيرة من عمر هذا اللقاء، ومنتخبنا يتقدم. حتى في الدقيقة الأخيرة أحمد سالم مدرب منتخبنا لا يزال يجري عمليات التغيير بين الحين والآخر. هنا الخطأ من في التنفيذ؟ الحارس الطائر حامد فاضل. نعم، هو من يتكفل بالتنفيذ، هو لاعب وهو حارس بهذا الزي البنفسجي، لذلك هو يتواجد. هنا التغيير يأتي في صفوف الكتيبة القطراوية أو القطرية، لكن هنا التنفيذ لمن؟ حامد فاضل في التنفيذ في لحظة ختام يا حامد، في لحظة ختام، في ختام المرحلة الأولى يا حامد، في لقطة ختام. لكن التصدي من الدفاعات لتذهب إلى خارج أرضية الملعب إلى ركنية أخيرة لمصلحة منتخبنا الوطني. انتهى الوقت الأصلي بانتظار الوقت المحتسب. بدأ يعود من جديد الحداد الوطني اللاعب بشار المشيخي، لكن هنا دقيقة وقت بدل ضايع. عبد العزيز أو المعتصم مع الكرة، المعتصر إلى الحداد. ماذا هنالك خطأ؟ نعم خطأ عابي القطري أحمد المالكي بعد التدخل والنزول في الكرات الماضية. إذا بطاقة صفر العدد خيرة الدقيقة الاركس القادم من اتحاد سوكا، ويساعده الحكم سيمون القادم من هنالك من جمهورية كرواتيا. تعود الكرة من جديد في لقطة أخيرة، في لقطة ختام. هل من تسديدة يا العريمي؟ هل من تسديدة؟ هي مرور ثم تسديدة، لكن تمريرة عرضية. يا الله، معها تأتي صافرة الختام بالتفوق لمنتخبنا الوطني. مبروك لمنتخبنا الوطني هذا الانتصار، مبروك من الأعماق. هارد لك للمنتخب القطري. إذا منتخبنا الوطني ومنتخب العراق إلى الدور النصف النهائي.
اضرب لي دق العود، خلي الزمان يعود، ريت الرقم اخاف. والله سيد الملعب دراق الكيل. يلا العماني يلا شجعوا، يلا يلا قولوا ما شاء الله، يلا تنصروا، يلا يلا والمعين الله. والله دندن العود، خلي الزمان يعود، ريت الرجال. الله سيد لعبكم اطراف الكاس والدليل. والله العماني يلا قولوا ما شاء الله، يلا شجعوا، يلا يلا والمعين الله.
إذن هكذا هي مباراة منتخبنا الوطني مع المنتخب القطري تنتهي بهدفين نظيفين بعد مستوى رائع ومباراة جميلة جدا ضمنت لنا التأهل إلى الدور الثاني. كابتن مبروك على الفوز.
الله يبارك فيك الله يبارك. تأهلنا الدور الثاني اظن بكل قداره، يعني بكل قداره استحقق 9 نقاط، 9 نقاط مهمه جدا للمرحله القادمه.
إذن 9 نقاط كاملة من 3 مباريات، وكان ممكن انه يكون كلين شيت بدون هدف لولا الهدف العراقي. إذا معنوياتكم جدا قوية لمباراة الغد، مواجهة الغد كي تصلوا إلى النهائي. كابتن، بخصوص يعني في سداسيات كرة القدم، أنتم البارحة كنتوا لاعبين المباراة الأخيرة، المنتخب العراقي كان معكم، اليوم لعب مباراته الأولى، يمكن عامل اللياقة البدنية مش يعني ما كمل المباراة.
اكيد هذه اللعبه السداسيات هي نظام سوكا، يعني مجدول كل شيء مرتب، لازم كل فريق يحضر نفسه. هذه البطوله محسوب على جميع الفرق، مو على فريق واحد بس. الفريق الاجهز بدنيا في الملعب.
بالضبط. موفق كابتن، مبارك لكم تاهل
جميعا ان شاء الله، جميعا الله يجزاك خير.
ايضا نجم اخر من نجوم منتخبنا الوطني عرفان السالمي، مبارك لكم الفوز.
الله يبارك فيك.
اذا ويا المباراه
اول شيء الحمد لله على ال9 نقاط بمجهود الشباب، ما قصروا والمعنويات دائما عاليه. ان شاء الله نفكر في بكره ووصلنا نصف النهائي وبعدها للنهائي وان شاء الله الكاس باذن الله.
انتوا الفريق الوحيد اللي لعبتوا بالحارس الحر، علمتونا اياه.
ناس متمرسه خلاص. مثل حفظ المجال يعني.
بالتوفيق كابتن.
ان شاء الله يعطيك العافيه. احسنت الله يبارك فيك. احسنت.
ويلا بنا يلا عطفة
السلام الوطني لدولة الكويت يرجى الوقوف في حالة القدرة. السلام الوطني لدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة يرجى الوقوف في حالة القدرة. إذا هكذا عاش اتحاد إماراتنا. إذا مباراة الختامية لمباريات الدور الختامي أو دور المجموعة.
Hello and welcome back. Hello and welcome back to the third and final day of group action in the first edition of the Gulf Cup, and what a celebration it has been so far. As ever, we're live from the Havana Resort in Salalah, Oman, where the race for a place in the semi-final hots up. Group A is done and dusted, with Oman making it 3 wins from 3 to cruise through to the next round, beating Qatar 2-0 in our second game of the day. They'll be joined by Iraq, who needed goals in their tie against Egypt earlier this afternoon, and goals they delivered. The Iraqis struck 8 past Egypt, with captain Hussein Talma scoring 5 of them as they registered the biggest win of the Gulf Cup so far. Now we switch our focus to Group B, and my word, does it look tight at the top. The UAE, who will face off with the Kuwait in just a few short moments, are currently sitting pretty in first place on 6 points. Only goal difference sets them aside from Yemen, who were handed an automatic 5-0 win today following Saudi Arabia's withdrawal from the tournament, as the captains just shake hands there and exchange crests, as is traditional. A point would be enough to see the UAE top the group and progress, with the added sweetener, of course, of a spot at the World Cup right here in Oman thrown in for good measure. For Kuwait, only a win will do. Goal difference is on their side, but they simply have to find a way past the United Arab Emirates if they want to remain at this Gulf Cup and keep their hopes of World Cup qualification alive, as the players just G themselves up in their final huddles. We are just seconds away from kick-off here. Which way will the pendulum swing? Only time will tell, as we look ahead to 40 minutes of soccer that could prove make or break for all 3 sides in Group B. Kuwait versus the United Arab Emirates coming up very shortly. The time here is 8:30 in Oman, and the weather is still a mild 26 degrees, though as ever, it will be the humidity that's a killer for the players out on the pitch today. I'm sure those roll-on, roll-off substitutions will be used to their maximum effect. Well, day one of this competition got off to a blistering start with 8 goals scored across 3 matches, not including Kuwait's default victory, of course. Day 2 also delivered on the goals. Another 7 were smashed in over the 3 games that did take place. But 10 have already been netted today, eclipsing anything we've seen so far. It's been the most prolific day of the tournament as the referee puts his whistle to his lips, checks the time. Kuwait versus the UAE then. Here we go. And we're off. First few touches in this crunch tie. There's a loose arm. It's stuck out there. But only a kick in awarded, which Kuwait will take, playing in their all-white strip, kicking from right to left. The UAE sporting a full red number today, kicking, of course, left to right. So we see a player down on the turf receiving treatment. 3 games in 3 days, of course, very tasking for these players. We've seen a fair few knocks today. But these are fierce competitors, and it will take a lot for them to go off the pitch as Ibrahim spreads one out to that left-hand side. He's the anchor for the United Arab Emirates, is Ibrahim. Everything they build up from the back comes through him as a slip. Allows for a chance. The United Arab Emirates could be in. And yes, they steal the first one of this match. And that spells bad news for Kuwait. They needed a win. They needed a performance. But a slip has left them in a perilous position. Just a minute into this tie. Just another look at the replay there. Calm ball across from Abid Mohammed. And toe poked past the keeper in the Kuwait's net. The United Arab Emirates lead. And it was a goal of Kuwait's own making. But now they have a chance to respond. That tricky number 15 trying to work his way into the penalty area, but it's claimed well by Al Jazmi and bowled out quickly. Looking for Al Sawaidi on that left-hand side, who does well to win his team a kick in and gain some precious ground up that pitch. All the way back to Al Jazmi. Takes his time to assess his options. Of course, the United Arab Emirates now will be in no rush. They'll be enjoying themselves topping this group. And there's the second. Lethal stuff. And this is fast becoming a demolition job from the United Arab Emirates as they flex their muscles on Kuwait, who would have hoped for so much more in this encounter. As I said, they needed a win. They needed points on the board after slipping to defeat to Yemen yesterday. But the United Arab Emirates are saying no. Work to the byline, rolled back across, and a composed finish by Abid Mohammed into that far corner. Again, the keeper in the Kuwait goal could only stand there and watch it roll past him and into the back of the net. Scenes from the bench there, they know what that means. They know at the minute a flight home beckons. Just another look at that goal. It's really well worked. We've seen teams use that byline space so effectively today, and the United Arab Emirates did it in deadly fashion there as Abid Mohammed rolls one back, and that's a neat ball. And the United Arab Emirates were almost in for a third. Just 4 minutes gone, and Kuwait are all at sea. And in that red kit, the United Arab Emirates smell blood. Strike comes in, pushed away. It's target practice at the minute for the United Arab Emirates. Kuwait need to pick themselves up, because this one could turn ugly. I'm sure Yemen are watching on with interest, and they'll be more than pleased with how things stand at the minute. Kuwait certainly haven't disgraced themselves in this tournament by any means. Their only points so far coming from that default victory over Saudi Arabia. And indeed, they put in a positive display against Yemen yesterday. That big number 15 who you've just seen on your screen there was a box of tricks, and they had their chances. But it was Yemen who came out on top 1-0 in that fiercely fought encounter. A rangy strike, the only difference between the two sides. As we take a short pause for injury. Of course, 4 teams will progress into the semi-finals. And those 4 teams will also enjoy the added sweetener of a place at the Soccer World Cup, which will be played here in Oman from November 29th to December 7th, I should say. As still the player remains down on the turf for Kuwait. As I say, a very big ask to cram this number of games, and high intensity games too, I should add, into just a matter of days. These soccer pitches aren't always forgiving on the legs. This is, of course, the United Arab Emirates' debut in international soccer. And they're giving a good account of themselves. They stuck 3 past Yemen on the opening day. And they're already 2 goals to the good here after just 6.5 minutes. And we can only hope this injury isn't as serious as it first seems, because he looks in some discomfort there, the man from Kuwait. Of course, Kuwait were present at the World Cup in Essen last year, but they had a tough time of it, to say the least. They finished rock bottom in a group consisting of Latvia, France and China, losing all 3 matches and finishing on a goal difference of -25. They managed just 1 goal across those 3 games and conceded 10 or more on 2 separate occasions. As now the man from Kuwait rises to his feet, he's received some treatment. Positive signs that he's managing to stand alone, and he gingerly hobbles off. And I think it's fair to say that will be his race run, as Kuwait make the substitution to replace him. And after a brief hiatus, play will resume. Free kick then for Kuwait to take. It will take something really special now for them to salvage something from this one. They've been really off the pace in this opening 8 minutes or so. Completely smothered by the red shirts of the United Arab Emirates. 2 quick-fire goals inside the opening moments, spelling disaster for them as they look to come forward. Shot comes in. So again, that talisman, the number 15, showed some really neat touches yesterday. Man of large frame, but my God, can he move? Mystifying footwork against Yemen, who struggled to keep up with him as the United Arab Emirates come again. And that's a neat ball over to the back post, but it just evades Abeid Mohammed. A clever pass that just sliced through Kuwait and was inches away from Abeid Mohammed. Crossfield ball comes in. Loose touch will allow Al Ali to steal in and prod his toe at the ball, but only diverts it out for a Kuwait kick in. What can they conjure up, Kuwait? Still looking for their first goal of this tie, as that one's given away. Abid Mohammed with a chance to shoot, lays it off. That's 3. Again, Kuwait hit the self-destruct button. And the United Arab Emirates gobble the chance up. Al Suwaidi this time takes the plaudits from his teammates as he comes off the field. An excellent pass from Abid Mohammed. He was unselfish, could have gone alone, but with 2 defenders in front of him, just flicked one over to Al Suwaidi, who made no mistake, opened up his body and curled it into the corner of the net. 3-0 after 10 minutes. And it looks, for all intensive purposes, as if Kuwait will be on the first plane home. The United Arab Emirates on course to match what only Oman have managed so far. 3 wins from 3. As I say, their first appearance in an international soccer competition. And they're showing their worth. Fantastically technical side, and that man Abid Mohammed, a talisman for them. Involved in everything good they do. Cultured left foot. Claiming the assist there for Al Suwaidi as tackles fly in, and Kuwait have themselves a free kick. Of course, they're yet to score a goal of their own making. They were handed that 5-0 victory over Saudi Arabia, but they'll want to put one into the back of the net themselves as a shot comes in. They attempt to do so. Sails over the bar. Plenty to look forward to in day 4, the final day of this Gulf Cup. 2 semi-finals. And of course the big one, the final, alongside the 3rd place playoff. All 4 teams will be safe in the knowledge that they've already qualified for the World Cup. But they'll want to go one better and etch their names onto the first ever Gulf Cup trophy. And the United Arab Emirates look as if they could be a dark horse for that accolade. As they take their time to knock it around the back. Al Jazmi looking comfortable on the ball, but he's given that one away, and there's a chance here for Kuwait. Al Jazmi makes amends as he smothers the Kuwait forward as he attempts to get the shot off. And the United Arab Emirates will look to build again before giving away a free kick. Almost 13 minutes gone. And as things stand, Oman will face Yemen in the semi-finals tomorrow, while the United Arab Emirates will look forward to a clash with Iraq. Iraq, of course, who absolutely hammered Egypt as the shot cannons off, well, looked to have cannoned off the shins of the United Arab Emirates defender. But the officials say otherwise. Better vantage point than myself. And the ball goes loose. Collected on this right-hand side by Sudan. Clipped down the touchline, and a neat passage of play by the United Arab Emirates, showing they're comfortable in possession. Just getting everyone a touch as the ball, as Al Salah exchanges passes with Al Jazmi. Game of piggy in the middle at the minute, before Kuwait steal in and win it back. Bold and brash play from the number 8. Neat 1-2, just slightly too much on it. And they'll be gutted about that, Kuwait. It's not been easy for them to get the ball off the United Arab Emirates, and they need to look after it when they do. So tricky, of course, against this technical United Arab Emirates side. As I was saying just moments ago, a tough test awaits for the UAE. Iraq flexed their muscles earlier on and smashed Egypt, who've had a torrid time at this Gulf Cup. Didn't score a single goal and conceded plenty. As Kuwait looked to break, that's a neat touch and turn. Tried to lift it over Al Jazmi, who was alert to the danger. And again, just got his frame in front of the ball. Diverts it out for a Kuwait kick-in. Direct play from Kuwait. Just one ball through the centre of the pitch. They looked to use that tactic so much yesterday, with their burly striker up front. Always wanting to find feet. Always wanting to pin his man. And they'll have themselves a corner. Ball just evades the Kuwait forward at the far post, but he manages to do well and keep his balance. Jinks towards the byline, but a touch too many. Sees it fall behind for a goal kick. And now Jazmi will get the United Arab Emirates underway quickly. They use the width of this small pitch ever so well, the United Arab Emirates. It looks so compact from where we're sitting, but you'd be surprised at how much space a good team can find within their limited parameters. As a rather cynical foul comes in. And allows the United Arab Emirates a chance to reset. Neat spin there. If they move it quickly, there could be a chance on for the United Arab Emirates, but Al Salah just takes a loose touch, and that looks to be a slide. The referee agrees. And Kuwait's number 8 is in some discomfort. Rather rash that from Al Salah. As I say, for a moment they had a 4-on-3 situation, but his first touch just spun away from him, and out of embarrassment he brought his opponent down to the turf. 3 minutes to go until half time. The United Arab Emirates 3 goals to the good. Kuwait come forward now. Knocks over to that right hand side. Cross drilled in. Great defending at that far post. And can the United Arab Emirates break? There's a chance on here. Back-heeled cross. Just cut out. Inventive there from Abid Mohammed, as he looked to reverse it over to his teammate at the far post in makeshift fashion. And now Jasmi loops one up into the Salalah night sky. Loose touch from Abid Mohammed is capitalised on, and Kuwait can break. There's a man over in the centre. They find him, but he just couldn't make the contact he needed. The ball flashed across at him. He did everything to try and get himself there. Flung his body at it. Now Jazmi was helpless, but the finish was just missing. And up the other end, the United Arab Emirates have a chance. Al Ali took a couple of stabs. His last one as the ball was in Kuwait's keeper's arms. He's protesting to the referee that was late. The officials tend to agree. So we just get a look at some of the fans enjoying the football they've seen here today in Salalah in this beautiful purpose-built arena. Plenty of festivities for them to enjoy over the course of the Gulf Cup as well. As Kuwait surge forward into the box. Man over at the far post. Chance! Smothered by Al Jazmi. Still there. Scrambled away by the United Arab Emirates. And how's that one not gone in? Brave goalkeeping from Al Jazmi. and he earned himself applause from the bench as he hurled himself into the danger zone and at the feet of Kuwait striker. Could have taken a serious bash there, Al Jazmi, but he put the crest first. And still Kuwait are searching for their first goal of the tournament. Good feet there from Abid Mohamed. Neat roll of the ball takes him past his man. But instead of pressing for that fourth, just 10 seconds shy of the interval, they look to work it back to Al Jazmi, who plays a clever ball over to the touchline. Just can't quite get it under his spell. And Ibrahim strides forward. Good few touches from him. Kuwait stand firm, for now at least. And that was not what he wanted. Looked to flick it round Abid Mohamed, but instead he just ran into him. Neat touch there in close control. Outside of the foot pass, back to Ibrahim. Ever composed. As he works doggedly in the engine room for the UAE. Al Jazmi's ball forward. And Abid Mohamed could latch onto this one. Just spins away from him. Off that slick turf. Seconds now remaining in this first half. Clipped long by Kuwait. And collected gratefully by Al Jazmi. And that should almost be that for the opening 20 minutes. Perhaps a time for a fourth. Ibrahim studies the movement ahead of him. Al Raisi now. Neatly exchanging pass in the centre of the pitch. Bit of a scramble. But again the UAE managed to retain possession. But a free kick is given in Kuwait's favour. A minute and 45 into added time, and that's excellent footwork there from Abid Mohamed. Strides forward, and it's a cynical clip that sends him tumbling down to the turf. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a yellow card. We do see a yellow card. In fact, it was El Raisi with an excellent bit of skill. Took it on his knee, flicked it over the legs of the Kuwait man, and burst forward. But he was scythed down before he could do anything more deadly. Abid Mohamed stands over this one. His cultured left boot. Played short to Ibrahim as the pair exchange passes. Abid Mohamed to Ibrahim. Again, so comfortable in possession in the United Arab Emirates. And hoofed clear by Kuwait, who don't look as settled on the ball, understandably, as they find themselves 3-0 down. Neat reverse pass over to that left-hand side. Abid Mohamed giving his teammate an option. Collects. Chance for a shot. Chops back inside. And there goes the half-time whistle. A lethal performance in this opening 20 minutes from the United Arab Emirates. They've stuck 3 past Kuwait, who needed a win to keep their hopes alive. But they would have to find something special in the second half if they're to stay in this Gulf Cup. As it stands, the United Arab Emirates are heading straight to the top of Group B, with Yemen, the other team, benefiting from this result. We'll bring you all the action from the second half very shortly. Well, the players have emerged from the interval. Kuwait looked absolutely dejected as the camera panned to them at half-time, and understandably, they look set to crash out of this Gulf Cup, the first ever Gulf Cup, as the referee puts his whistle to his lips and gets us back underway. Kuwait, of course, who endured such a disappointing World Cup in Essen last year, have suffered an equally disappointing Gulf Cup as Ibrahim puts his studs on the ball and rolls it towards the byline. Clever ball to that far post and just about dealt with by Kuwait. You do wonder whether we'll start to see the United Arab Emirates enjoy themselves in this second half. Oman's goalkeeper Hisham decided to join the attack in their game with Qatar earlier this afternoon. They, of course, had already secured qualification and wanted to put on a show for the home fans. As a long, hopeless ball is collected by Al Jazmi. And once again, the United Arab Emirates look to flood forward. Played over to Abid Mohammed. Ibrahim now. That pivotal, cultured figure who guards the centre of the pitch for the UAE. Takes his time and considers what's ahead of him, but Kuwait steal it back, work it over to his right hand side. As I explained in the build-up, they needed a win, Kuwait. Goal difference was on their side. But this one has proven a step too far. As that burly number 15 does well to hold it up and flash one across the box. But the shot clears Al Jazmi's crossbar, and still Kuwait wait for their first goal in this tournament. As I mentioned earlier, they were handed a 5-0 win by default, thanks to Saudi Arabia's omission. But they're yet to find the back of the net themselves, and they won't do with passing like that. As Ibrahim has time to settle on the ball once more, just shy of the centre circle. Playing the game almost at walking pace now, the United Arab Emirates. They know they've all but done their job and topped this group. As Kuwait stride forward, playing for pride now. But the United Arab Emirates say no. They snap back into their ranks so quickly, the UAE, snuffing out any danger as it arises. Well, the celebrations here in Oman have just been a small taste of what's to come at the World Cup. During the first day, we had displays of culture, face painting, and even an appearance from Omani legend Ali Al-Habsi, who's, of course, spent time in the Premier League at Bolton and Wigan, on making 136 appearances for his country. We've been promised a big celebration, and if this Gulf Cup is anything to go by, we look like we're in for a treat. Kuwait enjoying a few rare touches of the ball as it's played towards that byline. Nothing on. So they come back deep into their own half. Again, that rigid low block from the United Arab Emirates suffocating any space out there. But they'll be happy to get a feel of the ball, will Kuwait. They've been starved of possession so far. And they lose it once more. And a chance at the back post goes begging. Al Suwaidi knew that was a golden opportunity to nab himself a double. He boots the advertising balls in frustration. But just look how quickly they open Kuwait up. Kuwait going for the jugular and swapping their goalkeeper for another outfielder. What have they got to lose? Nothing as it stands, they're out. But as we see, that tactic's a risky one. And that looping ball over to the far post. Al Suwaidi rises, but he just couldn't get over it. And Al Jazmi fancies his chances. They're going to be shoot on sight now, the United Arab Emirates. Kuwait playing a rush keeper system. Something all you old school soccer fans will enjoy. I'm not sure how many goals have been scored by goalkeepers themselves at soccer tournaments, but Al Jazmi fancied one there. Good strength from Kuwait's number 15 to hold the ball up and gain his team some yards. They need to be really careful with possession now, Kuwait. As I say, they haven't got a man between the sticks, and they almost give it away there. Chance for a shot. Shot does come in, blocked. That will drop out for a kick into Kuwait. No, it won't. They just about managed to keep it in. That one will go out of touch. For a kick into the United Arab Emirates. Understandably looking to get play underway quickly. They know if they can turn Kuwait over, they'll have a free shot on goal with no one to save it. Frustration there from Abid Mohammed, who boots that one high into the night sky. A reminder that as it stands, the 4 teams that will progress to the next round and of course benefit from a spot at the 2024 Soccer World Cup right here in Oman. The United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Yemen and of course Oman themselves. After a very competent showing against the Qataris earlier on. Good defending there from the United Arab Emirates. Rolled out to Al Ali. And this could be danger for Kuwait. Back into the box. Rises for the overhead. A high boot there, but the referee seems happy to let play go on, or at least he did, until Kuwait lost possession. He attempted the spectacular there, Abid Mohammed. Chipped the ball up for himself. And we see that attempted overhead kick there. Just too close to comfort to the Kuwait defender's head. Kuwait trying so hard to poke and pry at the United Arab Emirates, but the cracks just aren't showing as their makeshift keeper advances down to the byline. And the United Arab Emirates have a chance to break here. Loose touch. Tackle flies in. But they'll collect the loose ball. A trio of substitutions made by the United Arab Emirates. They look to freshen things up. Very humid evening here in Salalah as that long searching pass enters the United Arab Emirates penalty area, but is booted away with interest. As you see there, Kuwait's makeshift keeper coming back to take the goal kick before charging upfield again. The very definition of going for broke. If they're going to go down, they're going to go down in a blaze of glory, Kuwait. As again they look to build. One goal would mean so much to them. And they've got a chance here, crossed into the box. Neat touch and the United Arab Emirates can break. No one at home. Worked well and the loose touch. just breaks it down. Kuwait were like men possessed, charging back to their own goal. They'd left the door unlocked. But the United Arab Emirates fumbled their chance for a fourth. Half an hour played, still 3-0. No goals so far in the second half. But I'm sure if Kuwait keep up this tactic, we'll see one soon, as it's collected by El Raisi in the middle. Kuwait defender comes flying in. Close to a slide tackle. And in fact given by the referee. And the United Arab Emirates will have themselves a free kick. Well, I think Al Salami might fancy a shot here. Without a recognised keeper in goal. Why not? Clever ball round the corner. Chance for a fourth. Just scurried away. Kuwait will look to break. Fierce defending again from the United Arab Emirates. Just starving Kuwait of any oxygen, any time on the ball. As Al Yassi looks to exchange passes with Al Jazmi, doesn't get it quite right. Shot comes in. A hashed effort that was mistimed. And that won't trouble Al Jazmi. As El Raisi lays one over to his teammate. Shot! Great save! Well, if that man wasn't a keeper before, he is now. Got down really low to stop that one. Fantastic effort. Chops onto that left foot. Al Salami. But without any gloves on, the Kuwait keeper, or makeshift keeper I should say, is equal to it as they live dangerously, playing one across the face of their own goal. The plan has very much gone out the window here for Kuwait. They're living off adrenaline. Just trying to find something that will give them hope of a revival. But they lose possession again. Neat footwork there from Al Salami. To break away from the three men pressing. Shot fired in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Well, you can't say Kuwait have given up. Despite the odds, they're still putting everything into this one. They want their goal. They want a chance at redemption as they get a chance. And he just leant back, the Kuwait forward. Just another look at this move. Al Raisi just can't clear it. The ball's worked across. And he just leans back at the pivotal moment. That was their opportunity. He won't get many more clear sights of goal against this United Arab Emirates team than that. Those are the moments that make the difference. Those are the moments where you need cool heads. And he just couldn't compose himself. And that's an excellent piece of skill there from Al Raisi. Use his head to flick it over the defender. He wants it back. Wants to finish what he started. But instead they'll look to build through Al Yassi on this left-hand side. Al Raisi attempts to slip it through the letterbox of his opponent, but will have to settle for a kick-in instead of the panna he was so desperately hoping for. Clever ball to the back post. Another chance for Al Raisi to do some damage. Can't quite get it under his spell. And Kuwait nick in. Still hoping. Still prying. Still prodding at the United Arab Emirates. Just another look at this. Excellent bit of imagination from Al Raisi. Took it on his chest. Flicked it over the defender's head with his own. Would have been some goal if he could have finished off that move as the shot comes in. And now Jasmine is forced to tip it over his own crossbar. As Kuwait make another substitution. Still no recognised goalkeeper on the field. It's this man who's handed the responsibility of keeping the United Arab Emirates out as a chance is there to work the ball across the UAE's penalty area, but they do well to snuff out the danger. And Al Raisi again shows some good footwork. He breaks forward, but can't find the killer ball. He's got magic in those boots, hasn't he? Mohammed Ali Al Raisi. That sprinkle of star quality that the fans so dearly love in soccer, and that's not a bad strike. And now Jasmine had to be alert to that one. Springs low to push it away. It might have been going wide, but Al Jasmine was taking no chances. 5 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes for Kuwait to conjure something. Another corner for them. Chops inside. It's given away. Attempt from his own half. But Al Saleh got that one all wrong. Well, the temptation's always there, isn't it? No keeper in the net. When the ball fell to him, Al Salah only had one thing on his mind. But they will have themselves a free kick right in the halfway line with the United Arab Emirates. Al Hanapit looks lively as he enters the fray. Hops, skips and jumps his way into the action. The United Arab Emirates break the line so well, but Abid Mohammed can't find the killer ball, and neither can Ibrahim. And you have to say, there's something rather ironic about the way the United Arab Emirates managed 3 goals in the first half when Kuwait had a keeper in the net, and now they don't. They haven't managed any in this second half. But they've done their work, and they're just 3 minutes away from booking their place in the semi-finals, and here's a chance for a fourth. Can they put the gloss on this performance? Off the bar! Just inches away from a fourth. They're claiming it's rebounded out of the goal. Discussions between the officials and the United Arab Emirates bench. And I think this one's been given. We'll have to wait for the replay to shed some light. Abid Mohammed does ever so well to cut it back. And yet, it's cannoned out the top corner. Abid Mohammed. The kick in here for the United Arab Emirates. Looks to get it launched. Confirmation, of course, of that fourth goal. A fierce strike that confused everyone in the ground. But of course, replays show just hammered off the upright as it sailed into the top corner. As we watched it live, it looked as if it struck the crossbar and come out. In fact, it was an excellent strike from distance. And the United Arab Emirates come again. Ball to the back post. Chance for a shot. Just try to be too intricate there, Al Sawaidi. But he'll have another go. Just settles things down. Exchange a few passes before Abid Mohammed will stride forward. Chip towards the back post. Neat touch. Is it 5? No! Abid Mohammed couldn't apply the finishing touch to what would have been an excellent move. Rolled across to him at that far post. Came charging in. But his momentum meant he smashed it over the top of the crossbar. And the score, for now, will remain at 4. 14 goals then scored in this final day of group stage action. Will we see a 15th? Yes, we will. Ruthless, lethal, unforgiving. Clever ball to the back post. Laid across the face of goal. And Al Sawadi's there to get himself another one. And with that, the final whistle goes. The United Arab Emirates will top Group B, and they do so in emphatic style, a 5-0 thrashing of Kuwait. Kuwait crash out of this Gulf Cup. They gave it everything in the second half, even forfeiting their goalkeeper to try and add some more force into the mix. But they do slip out of this Gulf Cup with their heads held high. Confirmation then of the 2 semi-finals tomorrow. Hosts Oman will take on Yemen, who finished second place in Group B. How important was that win for them yesterday over Kuwait? And then Iraq, who smashed Egypt 8-0, will face the United Arab Emirates. That one could be a goal fest. Our first semi-final, of course, kicks off at 5 p.m. local time. A reminder, if you're following from the UK, you're 3 hours behind. Second semi-final to take place at 6 o'clock before the third place playoff at 7:30, and then the big one, crunch time, the final that will decide the first winner of the inaugural Gulf Cup. 9:30 tomorrow. Make sure you join us. It's going to be a big one. Until then, good night.
الكرة المصغرة في الإمارات. مبروك أستاذ سعيد.
الله يبارك فيك ومبروك للاعبين والجهاز
ما شاء الله عندكم فريق قوي منظم ومستعد جيدا لهذه البطولة. مباراة قوية جدا يوم غد مع المنتخب العراقي. أنا واثق بالمدرب، ولكن ما هي طموحك؟
بسم الله، الحمد لله بعدنا نشكر لكم هذه لعبنا مباراة جيدة، والإخوان ما قصروا اللاعبين، أشكرهم على هذا الأداء اليوم.
شاركت سابقا في بطولات أعتقد أستاذ سعيد، وحققت ربما أدوار متقدمة. استفدت من أكيد من هذه البطولات.
الحمد لله احنا شاركنا في كذا بطولة، استفاد المنتخب واللاعبين من كذا بطولة. استمرارية المشاركات هي الدور الرئيسي اللي بتأهل الفريق أن يؤدي مباريات. إن شاء الله احنا مستمرين للبطولات سواء كانت خليجية أو عربية أو دولية.
في اعتقد في شهر ديسمبر بيكون في كأس العالم، اعتقد انه بيكون لكم مكان هناك، ولكن هل في مسابقة أخرى بتشاركوا فيها قبل كأس العالم؟
إن شاء الله يمكن تكون بطولة آسيا، يمكن تكون عندنا، أو بطولة خليجية ثانية إن شاء الله بتكون في الإمارات.
شكرا أستاذ سعيد، بالتوفيق إن شاء الله.
مشكور. الله
ايضا عندي الكابتن الكبير سالم امان لاعب المنتخب الكويتي، وخروج مبكر. كابتن سالم، هارد لك.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله. طبعا نقول جود لك للاخوان في لك لنا، يمكن كان الاعداد ممكن ما كان بالشكل المطلوب، فان شاء الله يعني في البطولات القادمه نكون بشكل افضل. يعني
ما شاركتوا سابقا في مسابقات؟
قادم يكون افضل.
في نية انه يكون لكم فريق سوكا في المستقبل؟
والله نتمنى ان شاء الله عندنا في الاتحاد او يعني السلطات اللي عندنا ان شاء الله انه يهتمون في اللعبه. بالعكس يعني قاعد نشوفها قاعد يعني لها نجاح كبير ان شاء الله، بما ان الاخوان بعد في يمكن في الامارات وفي قطر يعني اعتمدوا اللعبه، ان شاء الله احنا راح نعتمدها وراح نشارك ان شاء الله في البطولات القادمه
باذن الله، وسعيدين جدا بتواجدكم هنا بين اهلكم واخوانكم كابتن.
الشكر لكم، مشكورين على هالاستضافه، واشكر الاخوان في سلطنه عمان وفي صناعه الرياضه اللي للامانه يعني اشكرهم على هالتنظيم الممتاز صراحه. نقول قد لك لهم وقد لك للاخوان واربع الفرق المتاهله ان شاء الله، الله يوفقهم في البطوله.
شكرا بالتوفيق كابتن.
شكرا لكم.
ايضا نجم من نجوم لقاء اليوم اللاعب الاماراتي محمد زيد، مبروك لكم الفوز والتاهل الى المرحله القادمه.
الله يبارك فيك.
سؤالي تنتظركم يوم غد مباراه جدا مهمه وقويه ضد المنتخب العراقي، بتغيروا استراتيجيه اللعب ولا نفس الطريقه؟
والله نحن بنحاول ناخذ كل مباراه لها شكل معين، عرفت؟ فان شاء الله باذن الله وتكون يعني نكون جاهزين باذن الله.
تحضيراتكم للبطولة يعني خذيتوا وقت في التحضير، صار لكم شهر؟
والله ما كان وقت وايد طويل، بس الحمد لله يعني قدرنا نلم بعض ونتجانس مع بعض. والله وفقنا، وان شاء الله باكر عندنا مبارتين باذن الله نخلصها ونوصل للنهائي وفوزنا البطولة باذن الله.
باذن الله، ولكم فالكم الكاس ان شاء الله وبالتوفيق.
اجمعين يا رب. شكرا حبيبي. الله يعافيك.
ايضا نستقبل مدرب المنتخب الاماراتي كابتن ارزاري. كوتش, congratulations for the win and qualifying to next round.
Yeah, this I hope tomorrow is 4 teams is very tough and very good team. The tournament coming, they show the best quality of the tournament tomorrow. We will try to do the best, and we have to make it a good strategy because the Iraq team very good team, and Oman also very good, and Yemen. We have time, a short time to make a good strategy to bring something inshallah as a good result.
Coach, you have good and organized team, but your strategy it is different last match on this and this match. There is some comparing. So tomorrow specific your strategy, it will be like today or you will change it?
No any coach show to everybody the strategy because we know with the one draw, and if we lose also the game, we go to second round. But this our strategy for today to don't push our player to put the power for tomorrow.
And you can prepare it in 20 minutes in the first round.
Yeah. Always like this. Our assistant also help to team to the good management about the second team and first team, because this tournament tomorrow very difficult. All team they have 2 back-to-back game. This is not 40 minutes, 80 minutes, and very strong. We have to make a good decision.
Inshallah. Good luck, coach. Good luck. متابعينا الكرام، متابعي قناة النادي، نأتي إلى ختام هذا اليوم من بطولة سوكا. نلتقيكم غدا بإذن الله في الجولة الثانية للبطولة، البطولة النهائية، اليوم نهائي بإذن الله تعالى. قناة النادي تعطيكم أجمل التحايا، شكرا لكم.